positive shit because politics can be very negative
Alright,
with a lot of shit.
so now we're live. I just got it started.
Are we live?
Yep, we're live, boys. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and...
You lied. I'm not live. Hey, no, this is upcoming. We're not live. You liar.
Oop, hold on, I'm gonna...
Oh, no, shit, we are live. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
I guess I'm the liar.
The background all the way in the back. Go ahead and get all that set up. There we go. Yep, now we're live. I'm just... Alright. So, welcome to the podcast, episode 2. We got so much...
BS podcast?
Yeah, the BS podcast, hell yeah.
We're still gonna workshop that.
Yeah. I need to fucking, get all that shit sorted. So, like I said, yeah, we're on the BS podcast. And we're about to fuck shit up today.
We just bullshitting. Yeah, we got a lot of topics to talk about. We're behind. First, let's get off with introductions. As he's probably linked to mine, because I'm just started my account. I will post videos soon, not yet, but I've finally released my name. I will be known as Thunderous Unicronus. You can find me there. Not yet. I won't start posting videos, but very soon I'm gonna try to start doing some kind of like Let's Play account videos, do stuff like that, or maybe some other just comedy stuff. Stuff makes it laugh. Hell, I might start streaming too. I just have to get a better PC because this thing that I have right now, I'm literally talking to you guys in links through a legit my phone because my PC is a piece of shit. Like it is bad. I paid $750 for this thing back in 2017, somewhere around there, and I've just had it for that fucking long. Because I was a console gamer for a longer time, and now I'm trying to come over to the master race, the god race, the PC.
Hell yeah.
So Blank could probably attest, it is way better, and it is way better. It is. I just have to get better shit. But so what's on the leaderboard for today? What topic were we discussing?
Oh my
first?
gosh.
We have a lot to discuss.
Yes, we since I had to miss last week because of private matters, I have so much to talk about. I think the first thing we are going
Just a
to...
bitch. He didn't want to come on and talk to you guys.
Hell yeah. No, wait. No. So, I feel like the first place to actually start things off is with PS5 Pro. I don't know if you've seen it.
So you want to go ahead and drop that bomb?
Oh yeah, we might as well because that's huge. All right, that is insanely huge, man. It is big going on. Everybody's talking about it, so we might as well shoot.
Yeah, I'll let you talk your thoughts first, and then I'm gonna give you mine because I'm not gonna be kind to this thing. I'm gonna be very brutal to it because it honestly. Now, what gets me, I gotta throw this out there real quick, because I don't know if you saw this, because I've seen some people talk about this too. Did you see, remember the ad that they had for it, like the little poster ad thing they had, where it was like showing the different amounts that you can pay for it or whatever? The bastards had the gall to put in there that standing tower stand not included.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, it's over $700, and you're not gonna include that thing?
Insanity.
You fucking asshole! They had the gall to include that in the commercial for it. It's like, oh yeah, the tower stand is not included. It's not included in purchase. That's purchased separately. Fucking dumbasses! Like seriously, it was so stupid.
Like
I remember when the PS2 could just stand by itself.
Dude.
So dumb.
Shit, man. Like, what is this world coming to, man? Like, I've never understood that shit. Like, you know, like, something I found out, right? The PlayStation 5 Pro, it takes them $400 to make it. So it's about $300 worth of a mock-up. And then not only that, you're getting hardware that they use to make the PS5 Pro is under par. That shit, you could probably use that money that you're putting into a PS5 Pro and you can turn that into more of a profit when you go and get a fucking meta PC.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm not gonna knock it because it does seem like a very powerful console. It is more powerful than the PS5 and all that. But see, here's the question I have for it. What games are required? Because like when the PS4 dropped, when the PS4 Pro dropped, there were games that the PS4 did struggle to load. Like it had a hard time with. And when the PS4 Pro came out, the games were fine. It didn't struggle with those anymore. It actually could those games could actually play pretty well on the PS4 Pro. But every game I have on my PS5 plays great, fantastic. I mean, I have some like really hard loading games like now with I mean, I can't really speak when it comes to like mods and shit for like Fallout 4 and maybe some of the Skyrim shit because the Sony just does not like mods. But some of the other games like Space Marine 2, I've seen people play it on the PS5 and doesn't look like it's struggling with it. And that's not the not the Pro. That's the other PS5, the original PS5, and it's not struggling with Space Marine 2. So what game has come out that is required for the PS Pro? I just don't see it. I mean, I haven't seen a game that's out yet where it's honestly where the PS4, I mean the PS5 is struggling to play it because I'm just not seeing. Honestly, I think you have too much for what the game. I mean, because there's not even any dev teams yet who have made a game that the PS5 is struggling to work with. And I mean, at $700, I mean, you might as well just go save up a couple extra $100 and go get you a PC. Or hell, if you don't want to pay full $700 right off the bat, just use it to like pay off over time. Do layaway. That'll get you a decent PC. Like, cause you can budget like a decent PC to run games. Well, nowadays, it's like most people say $750. Like mine, no, because mine's a piece of shit. Like I was saying earlier, because I bought mine. Like mine's old. Mine's ancient as fuck. But I mean, you could honestly get you a decent setup for like probably $800. I mean, what's an extra $100? I mean, I get it. You know, times are tough right now. Times are struggles, but like, you get more access to a bunch of different other games. Just stuck to PS exclusives, and also on the exclusive side too. Like the the PlayStation exclusives that we have right now, they're not too impressive. I will say. I know there are some that I have heard rumors, and there are people saying that they are. Actually, I think this rumor was confirmed. Actually, they are going to remake which I don't know why, but I have heard someone explain it, so I guess it kind of makes sense. They are remastering or remaking the Horizon Zero Dawn series. I don't know why that game's not that fucking old, but from what I was heard or saw from another YouTube channel or whatever, they said that they predict they're probably the reason why they're doing it is because they got a new team at the Sony guys who work on that game studio who works on Horizon Zero Dawn. So they're wanting them to get used to their engine and all that shit. So I guess that's why they're doing it. But then again, I don't know. That still doesn't kind of make no sense to me. Because like Horizon Zero Dawn, that came out like, what was it? That was like, it wasn't the launch of the PS4. I want to say it was a little bit after the PS4 came out. I don't know, I guess it's been a long while, but still, I mean, that's not that old of a franchise. But they remade fucking The Last of Us. I mean, hell, the Last one has like how many remakes? It has like 3, doesn't it? Like there's a Last of Us. There's like the remake for the PS4, and then there's The Last of Us Part 1 that they remade again. So that has like 3. So I don't fucking know. Honestly, they have like so many other franchises they can just bring back and redo those.
Like
there's a bunch of old ones.
The original God of War. Original God of War, Twisted Metal. Hell, fucking Jack and fucking Daxter, bro. Like,
actually, that's a good question with Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal, they could bring that back because they had a TV show not too long ago. So that is a good point with Twisted Metal. And Jack and Daxter, you just brought back Ratchet and Clank. Jack and Daxter would be another good one to bring on because if I'm not mistaken, Sly Cooper's one that definitely needs to come back. I mean, hell, the furries are fucking demanding that one. But I'm not gonna knock it because that Sly Cooper, I don't care. You know, if you're furry or not, I don't really care. Just keep that shit away from me. But, you know, Sly Cooper was a fantastic fucking game. That was a very fun game. I think that was like one of the very first PlayStation exclusive games I actually ever played. I believe it was. It might have been... No, it was Sly Cooper because I got Jak and Daxter afterwards, and then I played Ratchet and Clank. So I kind of played it a little bit out of order, but I
Mm,
enjoyed Ratchet and Clank and Sly Cooper more than I did Jak and Daxter. I didn't really give a shit about Jak and Daxter.
yeah.
Which is funny because it's the opposite for some people. Some people like Jak and Daxter a lot more than the other ones, but I didn't really care for it. But
Yeah,
I don't know,
man.
bring back one of those, or hell, like get with Ubisoft in it because Ubisoft really needs to bring back Rayman or the Rabbids and do something with them again because they've been sitting on that. Or another franchise that Ubisoft has been sitting on have not touched at all, Splinter Cell. Where the fuck is
Ooh.
Splinter Cell? They haven't touched Splinter Cell in how long now? The only thing that we've seen for the Splinter Cell series at all was that one little Easter egg where they brought Splinter Cell in one of the
Rainbow
I think it was
Six.
one of the Tom Clancy games.
Yeah,
No, it was
Rainbow
not Rainbow
Six.
Six.
Yeah, it was Rainbow
Oh, did he
Six.
appear in Rainbow Six?
Yeah, it
Oh, I
was.
thought it
He
was the other
appeared
one.
at a
The what's the game where you're fighting the cartels, like the Mexican cartel over there?
Tom Clancy's Ghost. No, it can't be Ghost Recon.
Wildlands or something like
Wildlands.
that.
Yeah, it's like something like
Wildlands,
that.
one of those. Yeah, yeah, because he's like a little like a DLC mission. Like, because remember they
Hmm.
had the Predator too. Fuck that Predator mission though, by the way, because that Predator mission beat mine and my friend's ass. We could not beat him at the start. We had to go watch a guide to figure out how to beat that motherfucker. Oh, fuck the Predator.
Yeah, man.
Invisible, like seriously, just lighten him up with a fucking LMG and that invisible asshole just running around beating the shit out of us.
I mean, we're getting the soundtracks to a lot of old school PlayStation games, like the original God of War soundtrack is finally coming out. They don't have a release date, but they revealed a few PlayStation OG soundtracks. I'm gonna try and pull up the article, but that they revealed last week. So they have fully said that I think it was like a 35th anniversary um, thing with God of War and like PlayStation as a whole.
Yeah. I mean, that shit wouldn't surprise me. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if, like, because I know fans do remasters all the damn time. Like, what was it? I think there was someone not too long ago who, like, did a remaster of most of the Pokemon themes. And, I mean, people do remixes of stuff like that all the time. I can't tell you how many of, oh, another thing, because I brought up Pokemon. I saw this, too. Marking today, I think it was marking yesterday. Leaf Green and Fire Red is 20 fucking years old.
And we still don't have I have access to those games for
I
whatever.
fucking do.
Well, I mean, you do, but I mean, like, we don't have access, like, legally access to them.
Well, fuck them. I mean, if they don't want to bring them back, bring in the eye patch a little bit for those who know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I mean, if they're gonna be that fucking salty and just like not, honestly, I don't know why they're not doing like what they did with the 3DS back in the day. Just bring all the old games, but like especially on the Switch, they need to put all the old Pokemon games on the Switch. They need to put, the original Pokemon games, red, blue, green, all those. I mean, not green, but yellow. The fucking emerald. I mean, because they'll sell. Do it like every year. Put a new generation on it. It wouldn't be that fucking hard. I mean, they make a ton of money off of it. I don't understand why they don't. I really don't. And then they can do that with other games too, because it's not just Pokemon they're not doing that with. Like old Mario games, they're not. Well, actually, I think the original Mario is on the Switch actually.
Yeah, the original Mario is on the Switch.
Okay, yeah, so they do bring back some games on there, but they don't bring back a lot. I'm not sure if the original Metroid, I don't know if that one's on there. I'm not sure. I'm tempted to just go grab my Switch and go look.
Yeah, I think that's on there too.
Okay, yeah, so it's just the Pokemon they're not putting on. But to be fair too, with Pokemon, Nintendo only owns like, I think it's not even 20%, I think it's like 15% of Pokemon, and I think most of that might be the Pokemon Company's decision on why they haven't done that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, to be fair, it's probably also Nintendo, because again, Nintendo just doesn't like to put a lot of their old games on there. Because I think there's still a good bit of Kirby games that we're not seeing on there, and there's some Zelda, I think not all the Zelda games are on there either. No, you can play Wind Waker on the Switch, can't you? Or no?
No, not on the Switch. You could play it on
Okay, never mind.
on the Wii U, but not on the Switch. People have been asking
Yeah.
it to come to Switch, but I feel like
Yeah.
uh
Twilight
yeah,
Princess is probably the same because I know the Twilight Princess ain't on there because I keep looking for Twilight Princess and it's not on there.
I
So
found
once
it.
Twilight Princess is on there, man, it's over. I'll fucking play it. Oh, you did find it? Okay.
All right, so let me turn that off and video capture or no, display capture, excuse me. And I'm gonna
When the fuck did you play Wii Sports? What the hell?
long ass time
I'm
ago.
just now seeing Jesus, I'm just now seeing the video that's on there. You know what I could do? I could, because I think I can do it on the PlayStation. I think I can record some of my gameplay from the PlayStation and put it on my PC, or like, you know, transfer the files on my PC and send it to you. So that way you could upload some of that too on there. That way we get a little bit more
I'm gonna share my
extra stuff to put
screen
on
with you too, so you can keep a
No, no, I'm
lookout on it.
I'm seeing it on the, yeah.
Oh, you're seeing
Yeah,
it.
there's that Hogwarts Quidditch. Yeah, there's that Hogwarts Quidditch game. Yeah, I heard that's not great at all.
I
I'm
don't
hearing a
know
lot of
anything
people.
about it. So,
I saw early promotion art to that thing, and it was very, very rough looking. I don't know how it is now, but I've heard a lot of Star Wars, not Star Wars, but Harry Potter
Yep.
fans not too very happy with it.
right here, we're getting.
But yeah, hey, the soundtrack's come back in. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, cool. We already had God of War 2 on fucking Apple. We don't have Ghost of Sparta or God of War 1 or Twisted Metal. I feel like that's pretty cool.
There's the Dragoons in there.
Like I said, I've been waiting for some these original games soundtracks to come on. I'm a big God of War fan. I've been playing God of War since I was a wee little lad, little Lynx. So I'm pretty excited, and they even have the album covers to look at, and I feel like this is pretty badass. So I feel like, look at Twisted Metal. That's awesome, dude.
Oh yeah.
God of War 2.
Seriously, I
but-
don't know why they don't make another Twisted Metal game, because like that would be like one of the best things they could do.
They
Hey, I wonder if
need
they redid Legend of the Dragoon soundtrack because
they need to remake the original God of War. All they did was fucking like call the original game a remake and just give it a shine.
yeah,
and
because
sparkles.
then they do that like that 3-pack where you
Mhm.
all three of them at once, and it's not really too much of a remake.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
It's just
I don't know, man. They still could do something with it.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, article goes into like full-on detail about a lot of interesting stuff that they're doing, and yeah. So
I mean, who knows? We may see them because, like I said, that right now I know these companies like both Xbox and Sony, or Microsoft and Sony, they're both kind of hurting right now. There's not. I know they're both kind of, when it comes to like their main titles, their exclusives are seriously hurting right now because like nobody's really paying attention to their exclusives at all.
mm-hmm.
Because to be honest, their recent exclusives have kind of sucked. You know, I mean, this is coming from a big, really big Halo fan. Like, I love the fuck out of Halo, and fuck Infinite. I mean, or fuck the current direction that it's going in, because honestly, I don't like it and I don't care for it. It's not even, it's a shell of its former self. Like, Halo hasn't been the same ever since Reach.
Yeah.
Honestly, ever since Bungie left. Because, like, 4 was okay. 4 is the only 343 game I liked. 4 was decent. It was okay. But I had my problems with 4. I didn't like the armor change. I didn't like the harness look. I thought it looked stupid as fuck.
Mhm.
Because, honestly, like, the original suit, I could see that stopping a lot more shit. More than I can, like, the harness look. I don't like the harness look. Hell, if anything, the Reach armor from Halo Reach, the way the Spartans looked in that one, was probably the best look that Halo has ever had for Spartan. And it's obvious too, because in Infinite, they brought back, that was like one of the first, like, you know, things that you can get. And like the Infinite was like the Reach stuff. That was one of the first ones they brought back in the first season or whatever, the little seasonal things that they do. Which, fuck that seasonal shit. I wish they'd quit with that shit. I mean, no, not quit with it, but like make it to where it's not paid, for fuck's sakes. because the battle pass is where you have to actually pay for that shit. Fuck that shit. But no, I mean it's clear that people love the Reach armor, and it was awesome as well. There's so many animations with. I mean, like if you look at a lot of most machinimas from back then, except for Red vs. Blue. Red vs. Blue loved Halo 3. For some reason, I don't know why they didn't never go to Halo Reach, but they loved Halo 3. And then they skipped all the way to Halo 4 or some shit. But a lot of your machinimas from back in the day with the Halo, it was always Reach, because everybody liked to Reach. But even if 4 was out, even though 4 was out, I remember because I was real big in the machinima community. Fucking Team Epiphany way back in the day. What's another one? Nightmare Films. That was a great fucking dude right there. And all these fuckers, they were all like high school students. They were making this shit. It was awesome. But you had a bunch of awesome, and that's just a few of the machinima guys. There were some who did shit in other games too. I mean, there was a lot of Minecraft machinima makers too. I don't remember a lot of them no more, but the Minecraft, they eventually switched over to animation because they figured out how to animate.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do it with Reach because, like, Halo assets, you gotta be careful. And speaking of Red vs. Blue, now that Rooster Teeth's gone, I still haven't heard what they're gonna do with that, because I keep hearing that they're gonna sell Red vs. Blue, but I'm like, tell me now, how the hell are you gonna sell Red vs. Blue? Because that's Microsoft property, motherfucker. How are you gonna sell that? Because that's made with Microsoft assets. Who are you gonna sell that to? Because you honestly can't unless Microsoft agrees to it. So I don't know. I keep hearing they're gonna sell that shit, but like, the only one they could sell is Ruby and Genlock. They can't sell anything else because it's all assets from other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, and but they have Rooster Teeth has other animations that were like very niche. There's some I've forgotten the name of them. They're tiny, very tiny. But nah, the Red vs. Blue, I have no idea how the fuck, because that's just a corporate nightmare with that, because you got copyright issues with that one. That's one of the prices of, you know, building your company off of other companies' assets. And not actually owning those assets you're using either. They're just, I don't know. Hey, Red vs. was a very weird one, because the only reason why they got away with it is because the old Bungie guys and the 343 guys are like, yeah, we like you. We don't give a fuck. We honestly don't care. Do what you want with it. I mean, hey, we don't care. So I doubt you'd ever see that happen today, because I've yet to see that be recreated with anything else. If it is, I haven't seen it.
So something I now want to bring up. All right, it's been a hot minute. This was a topic I was going to talk about last week, but since we didn't do the podcast last week, because my dumbass, I feel like I'm going to talk about it this week. And it's kind of in context with the gameplay I have now, and it's the Minecraft movie. Oh Lord, here we go.
The movie. I honestly, I forgot about the movie because of how much other shit has been going on this week. Oh dear God, dude, that movie looks. I don't think it's going to do too good. I think it's going to do just like the Borderlands movie. But you know, my little sister said I was wrong. She thinks it's probably going to do decent because, I mean, again, it is Minecraft, and the Borderlands movie did terrible because that's more meant for older folks, and plus it is Borderlands. Not too many people. You know, Borderlands is nowhere near the size of Minecraft. Honestly, I don't know. Just because the way I see how the movie industry does nowadays, I don't think it's going to do well at all. I think it's going to do terribly.
So, I don't know if you heard, but the theatrical release for Borderlands only made $31 million in the box office.
Oh, no, I know. I saw that. No, I followed that a good bit. And it was, well, no, if you actually, like, watched the movie and, like, paid attention to it, these fuckers didn't even play or even, like, watch a lore video. Like, seriously, you could have watched a 30-minute lore video of the game and, like, got a grasp of it. Because apparently Lilith was one of the aliens. That was the thing, and, like... Tiny Tina was the daughter of a big CEO or some shit like that. It was like, what the fuck are you on about? That is not at all what the games, how the characters were in the games. Tiny Tina, you actually go and avenge the bastard, or you go kill the bastard who killed her parents, and they weren't rich at all. They were just some random settlers on Pandora. Which, why the fuck you'd bring a kid on that planet? I have no fucking clue. But... And Lilith, she's a siren. They're not aliens. They just have special abilities. They're just like a they're humans that are born with Like they're one percenters. They like they're born with special powers, and they're only like a certain number of them can exist at one time. And a lot of people theorize that's because the actual race of aliens that are in the game, like the Ethereals, I think that's what they're called. I'm probably wrong on that one, but or Etherians, I think that's what they're called, something like that. But a lot of people speculate and theorize that this is because the Etherians did something to humanity to where a siren will be randomly born out of one of them or some shit like that. But no, they got the game and everything, or the movie complete. It doesn't even follow the fucking game at all. And I mean, it's obvious because you see. I just having Kevin Hart play, and this is not knocking Kevin Hart. I think he's a phenomenal actor. I think he does great. All the actors who were in that movie, I think they're great actors. Just you can only be a great actor, but it kind of sucks when you have a terrible script. Like when you have terrible writing behind it, you can only do so much with what you're given. I mean, because we've seen actors in terrible movies and terrible stuff, and they still do somewhat decent. But you can only do so much with what you're given, and they were given a shit show that was never going to be successful at all. I mean, just Kevin Hart playing as Roland, a very serious character who doesn't joke around at all, and Kevin Hart, a comedian. You're gonna have a comedian play the serious soldier? Like, what the fuck, dude? It's just obvious that they did not care. They did not pay attention to what this game actually was at all. And Minecraft, I kind of got a feeling they're gonna do the same thing with it, because I don't know who the fuck Jason Momoa's agent is, but that motherfucker needs to fire his agent. Like, seriously, Jason Momoa, this is not the movie that you need to be making, or need to be in. Jack Black, fuck it, keep him in it, that's fine. You know, he's had a decent career. But Jason Momoa, come on, man, you should be in, like, Mad Max or some shit. Something like that.
When I first heard that Jason Momoa was going to be in the Minecraft movie, I thought, like, yo, they're actually going to have Jason Momoa play Steve. Because, like, in all the, like, Minecraft animations and everything growing up, you just see fucking Steve as this jacked motherfucker. Because, man, Steve carries blocks.
So you would assume he would be.
Yeah, because Steve, if you really think hard on it, Steve is a guy that lifts fucking, like, giant, like, blocks of gold and diamond. They're, like, half his size. So you would think that's motherfucker jack as shit. But then you fucking watch this fucking trailer. Oh, dude, you see fucking Steve in the Minecraft movie trailer. He's fat as fuck, and it looks like Thor from God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, exactly. Like, I can't, like, it don't make no sense to me. It boggles, as someone that's played Minecraft since 2014, bro, like, you would think that these people over at Mojang would care more about making a good movie than their fucking pronouns. It's so sad.
I mean, to be fair, you could say the same thing about, like, the fucking people behind Borderlands, but obviously they don't give a fuck. And I don't think this movie, like, I don't think this is, like, meant to be, like, a serious movie towards Minecraft either. I think it's just meant to, like, some Hollywood actor got a hold of it and just wanted to make their movie. And honestly, I think it's another one of those, because, like, a lot of the times when this shit happens on, like, a video game, or, like, a Hollywood director pulls a video game and wants to make a movie out of it, they don't follow the fucking video game story at all. They already have a movie that they want to do. They're just going to use, it's legit their movie, but with that video game skin attached to it. That's pretty much what it is.
And plus,
that's usually how it's been, and I hate that they do that.
People have also...
this is probably a script from another movie they wanted to do that just didn't work out, and they just slapped a Minecraft skin on it just to make it sell.
Yeah,
because they knew it wasn't going to do.
Yeah, and people have also, like, started making references and pointing out things that look like that this movie is going to be taking place in the world of Minecraft Legends and Minecraft Dungeons versus the actual game of Minecraft. Simply how the mobs, like, react and how they are. Like...
Yeah, well, I was gonna say it's probably. I figured it was gonna be like a play off the Telltale Games Minecraft Story Mode or whatever the hell it was. I figured it was gonna be something like that. Because, like, I mean, even that one, I was really disappointed with that. Cause, like, when I heard that Telltale was gonna do something with Minecraft, I thought they were gonna get, like, you know, we're finally gonna be explained why the hell we're going into the end and killing the Ender Dragon or some shit like that. Like, because there was a lot of speculation of that. I remember that. I was excited for that. I'm like, fuck yeah, more Minecraft lore. Like, we get to find out why we're killing the Ender Dragon, why the you know, Endermen are coming from this place right here, or what's up with the Stronghold. You know, why is it an empty, abandoned shit? You know, why does it have a portal to the end? All that shit. But Fuck no, we didn't get no answers to any of that shit.
Bro, if I do not see my boy Captain Sparkles or like any other like classic Minecraft
Yeah, I
YouTuber,
doubt you're gonna see any classic Minecraft
and I see
YouTuber in
some
there.
fucking
I
Twitch
highly doubt it.
streamer thought in this fucking movie,
You
I am
probably are.
done. Bro, imagine they get someone like fucking Pokemon, Valkyrie, or what the fuck
No,
is
I
this?
doubt they're gonna do any. I doubt they're gonna touch anything to YouTube or Twitch to this movie. I think it's just gonna be like a regular movie. Because a lot of, I
think I
guarantee like
just
a lot of
jinxed
fucking
it.
Hollywood directors probably don't even know what the fuck that is. I guarantee a lot of them don't even know what the fuck Twitch is. I know they know what YouTube is, but I guarantee they don't know what the fuck Twitch is. Because they don't care.
Bro, I just fucking jinxed it.
Oh, don't tell me that one of those streamers, an actual Twitch streamer, is.
I'm just gonna,
You
I'm
listen.
just gonna pull this up on the stream.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What the fuck is this? Why she doesn't even? I'm losing brain cells. I'm losing
Which
brain.
one is it?
Valkyrie. Why
Oh, it's
is
just
she
not
there?
Valkyrie.
Why? Why on God's
Oh yes,
screen
okay,
earth?
so she's like Jason Momoa's character. Okay. I don't fucking care. It's just
I'm-
in general.
Oh, look at this. Look at this right here. Fucking what we were talking about earlier with the fucking Sly Cooper. Bro, 20 fucking years since the second Sly Cooper game.
Yeah. But I mean, be honest with you, if you really want a really good Minecraft movie, go look at some fan films. You'll probably get some better
Dude,
ones. Off of
I'd
those
rather
anyway.
be watching the Noob Adventures on fucking YouTube, if you ever heard of them.
I think I have. It's just been so fucking. Because like a lot of them, I don't even fucking remember. I remember like there was like a. I think they were like Australian YouTubers. They had like a dinosaur mod or whatever.
Like
a
this
Jurassic
shit.
Park mod. They
This
would
guy right here.
do a lot of.
Falconer 02. This man made these fucking videos on fucking like, oh fuck, what was it called? It wasn't YouTube. It was like some other site. And he re-uploaded them. He re-uploaded and remastered them too. Like if you go.
Oh yeah, Noob
Like-
Adventure. I remember that. I recognize that animation now.
Dude.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, I've
Like-
seen that.
This was like the shit growing up. Him,
It's like
Slamacow.
Outfield Friend. Way
Shit.
back in the day. Yeah, Slamacow.
Hold on. I'm gonna like look at this shit right here. Like
Yes,
Slamacow.
He's that's a good one too.
Let him make the Minecraft movie for God's sake.
I think
Let
he's
him
fucked off. I
animate
don't
it.
even think he makes animations anymore.
No,
I
he
think he's,
don't. Like
he's-
we had better
I think
animation.
He dropped one animation. I
We
think he dropped one animation that's like over like 2 or 3 years old, and then he just fucked off. Like
Dude,
he's gone now.
we had better Minecraft
No, that's right. He's now
animation
making games. Yeah.
back then than the fucking Minecraft movie. I want you
Oh,
to
this is
let that
last
sink
one?
in.
Did I say 7 years ago? Oh,
Yes,
no way.
7 years ago. We had hell.
Damn.
I would have accepted this style right here in the top right as the Minecraft
Yeah.
movie. I would have been okay with that. But then we get the live action, bro. It don't make no
Honestly,
sense.
I don't know why they didn't go with an animated movie. That is a good question. Why didn't they go with an animated movie? Because I want to say like this would be on par with like the Minions if they would have
Or
went
the
with
Mario
animated style
movie, for God's sake.
Yeah, like of the Adventures of Steve and Alex, the 2 Minecraft characters. Like I don't know why, and just hell, they could have made TV series out of it, like kind of like how Slamacow was doing. I don't know why they haven't. That is a very good question because that is a very I guarantee there is a market for it. I know there is. Because if Slamacow was able to get that many views, I guarantee
look at this
there's
shit right
still
here.
a market for it.
Look at this shit. We got a better animation 8 years ago. Almost a decade ago.
Pretty sure we've
And-
got a lot of better stuff a while ago.
It boggles my mind how like fan projects and fan people make so much better content and so much better shit than the actual like companies behind them. Like
No, it's because there's still love behind that compared to where these companies are now. Like a lot of not all. No, there are some that do have some soul and some shit. There are some like there's some games where like Helldivers for a little bit, it did have some soul in it for a while. I don't know, it may still
Mhm.
have it, but from what I've seen, not too much anymore because it's kind of
You
died
gotta
off
love
ever since
abs.
the whole song.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude. Like,
but
look at this animation, dude. Like, what
oh yeah,
is this? Like, I'm just skipping through it right now, but this, I would have accepted this as like Minecraft movie. I mean, they could have like
yeah.
updated the sky and do a couple like small
Well,
little tweaks.
what was it? The newest Transformers thing with Transformers One, because they're rebooting the Transformers again.
Mm-hmm.
It's cartoon. They're going back to Cybertron, and it's in a cartoon platform instead of being live action, which is
Yeah.
fine. That's okay. I mean, honestly, I don't really want a live action Transformers movie because I know what they're gonna do with it. Either it's gonna be 100% CGI, and that's
Mm-hmm.
not really live action. Looking at you, Disney. Fucking Lion King is not live action. That is CGI, you fucks. But
Mm-hmm.
no, I mean, if you're gonna do Transformers and it's gonna be like a origin story for like Cyber, it's mostly gonna focus on Cybertron. It does not need to be live action. It needs to be animation because, good God, the amount of CG for that is just gonna be insane. Which I mean, it already has CG.
Like
But
it, like personally, it makes no
even, yeah, even
sense.
Yogscast, they did a bunch of fucking animations. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, like
and
I said, it's not hard, and these old YouTubers from back in the past, yeah, this stuff's old,
hell,
but I
like,
guarantee you, if they made like if Mojang themselves went and actually like hired an animation studio and had them like pumping out like kind of like how George Lucas did with the Clone Wars TV show, if he just hires an animation studio just to start pumping out episodes, either posted on like or had them upload it on name any streaming platform, Netflix would probably be the best, probably the best one. Or, like started posting episodes on Netflix or some shit like that. Fucking, it'll dominate. It will dominate the kid. I mean, hell, Lego is already starting to try to make Minecraft. Well, they've been trying to make Minecraft toys for a long time. Hell, Minecraft. Honestly, I don't understand why they don't even have their own toy line. They really
mhm.
need to make it. Because I
Like
guarantee, I mean, because they have plushies, they have a bunch of other stuff. I mean, I guarantee a bunch of people will buy a lot of this shit.
the hell, Minecraft already has their own animated style. Like, look at this, the fucking 8-bit style right here, or what is this, 32-bit?
Yeah.
Make a
But, I
Minecraft
wanna see
movie
it.
out of that.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a bunch of stuff with it. Hell,
Mhm.
technically there is a Minecraft movie. It's the Captain Sparkles, the song, stuff.
Oh,
I'll accept that
Fallen
as the
Kingdom.
movie.
Fallen Kingdom, I
Yeah,
think
the
is
Fallen
what.
Kingdom stuff. Yeah, that series, where it's like you see the rise and fall of the king's kingdom, then his son goes and gets revenge, and then the third one music video. I don't remember
Yeah,
what that one's about.
like,
It's a long
look at
time
this shit.
ago. Yeah, it's. I mean, there's a lot.
Like, and mind you, this is just a texture pack that they probably used, but still, it looks so good. Like, I'm so surprised that this movie still looks good. But I think the best like
Oh, I'm not.
animated
I mean,
movie.
this was done with a lot of love. Fallen
Mhm.
Kingdom video. Yeah, no, that was done with a lot of love. And yeah, no, it's a texture pack. It's the original thing.
The best animated project that he has ever done is most definitely Take Back the Night. I mean, like, look how good this is. Like, just looking at
I'd
this
say
intro.
Fallen Kingdom, but you know, Take Back the Night's a good one. I just didn't like the song. The song got annoying as hell to me. But no, Fallen Kingdom, in my opinion, was the best.
Well, I mean, Fallen Kingdom is actually a parody of Coldplay,
No, I know.
and
Yeah, and so is Take Back the Night. I think that's not an original song either. Is it not a parody of another one?
I don't know.
Because Slamacow does it too. I forgot about that. Take Back the Night, or not Take Back the Night, but Fallen Kingdom. Yeah, Slamacow was involved in this shit too.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Slamacow was like the best of the best back in the day.
Yeah, no, he was the guy you went to make Minecraft animations. Yeah, he was the main dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of them though.
Oh, look at this
There's a lot of them that
choreography
were
right
there.
here. You know how long this must have taken?
Oh, I know. It took him a while. It took him a while to animate all this and like to
Mhm.
story write a lot of this stuff.
This shit ain't
Like they
fucking
worked on
cheap.
it for a good while.
They worked on this for like most likely over a year.
Probably, yeah. I mean, because you got to think, like, because with because I know that Captain Sparkles, I think he did do a little bit of writing, did do some of the lyrics, the singing on thinking. did the scene on one of them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But no, and you got Captain Sparkles. He had a very busy schedule because he uploaded at least once a week.
Mm-hmm.
I think actually no, I think it was more than that. I think it was like 2 or 3 times a week he'd upload.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he actually had an editor back then. I think he just did it by himself. I don't think he had an editor.
Your guess is as good as
I
mine.
don't even think having an editor back then you did. Because like I don't remember PewDiePie and all them like back when when PewDiePie was back the king of YouTube, when he was like main king of YouTube. I don't think he had an editor for the longest of time. Like back in 2014, I don't think he had an editor. Back when he was doing like, remember the prop hunt, like the early prop hunt
Yeah.
videos that PewDiePie, Cryotic, and Cinnamon Toast Ken, they would all do, Mega Minx, all them. Yeah, I don't think neither one of them had an editor. I think they edited their own videos and stuff like that. So I mean, you gotta think that's
like Vanoss.
I know you do. I have yet to do it because I'm excited to do it when I finally. This is another reason why I'm excited to get a new PC because I finally get to edit videos and do stuff like that. But I know it's a very long and time consuming process. It is not easy.
Like a YouTuber that I used to watch, Vanoss Gaming. Well, I still watch them.
They're another one.
I mean, like
now them, I know they have editors. They have editors.
Now they do, but back in the day, like 9 years, like a decade
during when
ago,
they were like real big into GTA, when they really started getting like the whole banana bus thing, the skit they would do, and all the crazy skits they would do. No, it was just them editing their videos.
Yeah,
they did not have
the way that Evan
does
this shit. Like
honestly, I still think he does the thumbnails. I still think he does because he has yet to change the way he does his thumbnails.
Well, he tried changing the background once, and a lot of people didn't like that. Like
no, because he sticks with the rainbow color. Because people are so used to it's like Mr. Beast seeing his face on the YouTube videos all over the place. Everybody's so used to seeing the ridiculous rainbow in the background. With just anything. People like it.
Where is it? I think it was like sometime last year. I'm just scrolling down, mind you. But I know for a fact he did change them for like a little bit to like a whole different pattern, and I don't know if people got upset or what.
Well, he probably just went back to it because it's just because like I said, I mean, once you stick with something for a very long time, you try something different for a little bit, you'll probably eventually end up going back, especially if the audience is demanding it.
But like
I think it probably was a long while. I think it was definitely before the Westworld stuff, or the West Hunt, or whatever the hell it was.
But yeah, I'm sure someone does his like thumbnails now, like all this shit. So he has a thumbnail artist that just goes in and does the same thing, but the background will always remain the same, which is nice, but
I mean, it's a callback. It's a callback. I mean, because I know hell, didn't even they make a TV show? What was it called?
Alpha Betas, and it was good.
Alpha Betas. Was it? I have yet to see it. I need to go watch it.
Yeah, see right here. See, it used to be a good example where I stopped. Like it used to be that pattern before it was like this, but I guess people just did not like this pattern, and he went back.
Yeah.
To like the old pattern.
I'm starting to see it.
So.
Yeah.
But Terrorizer on a stream mentioned about the deals that they were getting for Alpha Betas, and what happened was, I guess they didn't go through with it because for one reason or another. My guess is probably that they wanted to change the story and the way that Alpha Betas is being done, and I guess the team didn't like that. I guess I'm just throwing.
If the studios want to do something completely what they're not wanting to do, I guarantee they're not going to do it because the Vanoss crew, they're not in like a lot of stuff. They're not in it for money. They're in it for the fans. If they want to deviate, because again, these guys are the creators. These guys, I mean, like the only people who reason why they're watching is for these fucking guys. So why you'd want to deviate from anything these guys are wanting to do? In my opinion, you're a fucking idiot. But that's just how stuff works nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, not nowadays, but all fucking Hollywood and all the shit works, but it probably wasn't even Hollywood that got into that shit.
Like I said, it was one reason or another, and they decided, I guess, just stop Alpha Betas. I don't know if they still
was
do
getting
it.
away a lot of their shit too, because like I know, not all, they live like each one of them. Like one's in Canada, fucking Terrorizers all the way in He's all the way over there in Ireland, fucking
No,
Wildcat. I'm
I
pretty sure he's on the East Coast with us, so I don't or either he's in the.
didn't Terrorizer
No, he
get
ain't
his visa, and he lives in the U.S.
He
now.
did, but I think he moved back. I think he moved back. I think for a little bit he was in California and then he moved back. I think because I know Nogla. I don't think he's in the States anymore. I think he's back in Ireland now.
Yeah, yeah,
Or
he has
either
a
he's
kid
in-
too.
Yeah, Tara's he has a kid, and I think there's another one of them that has a kid too. I'm not sure. Delirious. He has a kid. Delirious. I have no fucking clue where he's from. I can't like me.
Nobody
I have an
knows.
obvious accent. You know where the fuck I'm from. Delirious. I have no fucking clue. I do know that for a fact. Him and Cartoons did grow up in the same area. Because there's a thing where I remember one of them saying that Cartoons did date his sister or some shit like that. Cartoons does not have that fucking accent. So why Delirious talks the way he does, I have no fucking clue.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot place that accent. Because for a little bit, I thought it was like some strange Cajun accent almost, but it's not. So I have no fucking clue. I know it's American. I just don't know what the fuck is up with that accent of his. Because I cannot place it for the life of me.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard another individual talk the way he does. I've never heard one talk like he does. He's hilarious. For all I know, he might be the only one with that type of fucking accent. Well, actually, no, because now he's got Baby Delirious that's around now. So eventually, Baby Delirious will probably start talking just like him now. Because
Dude,
apparently she now, or his child appears on the YouTube channel every once in a while. It's fantastic.
like, I don't even like now that I think about it, man, it's fucking crazy. Like how old I feel. Because I watched these guys back when I was in like my freshman year. Back in 2014 is when I first found these guys. And I started watching them like ever since. And I don't think I've ever unsubscribed from any of them except from You Know Who. I'm not going to mention them, but You Know Who.
Oh, yeah.
Funny story. So, I remember in college we had to do a project on like
It's the Mario one.
Yeah. And I had okay, I don't think I ever told you this, but I had to do a class project on it was some sort of charity.
You choose your favorite YouTuber and
No,
you chose You Know Who.
No. It was a charity.
I was gonna laugh at your ass.
And I was just sitting there thinking like what kind of charity I should do, you know, because we had to pick a charity and it had to be approved by the professor. And I was going through like charity after charity, and then I see You Know Who's thumbnail about doing a charity, and I was like, you know what, this would be really, really cool. So I go and start doing research, and I did a long story short, I did a whole presentation, a whole 10-minute and 53-second presentation on the Thirst Project, and I went into full detail on You Know Who, the myth, the legend, Mini Lad. Oh my god.
I thought you were gonna say Pablo, because you should have said Pablo. That would have been fucking hilarious.
Nah, man. If I did Pablo. Well,
that project's not the weirdest one, because like, what was it? There was a he wasn't at my school, but he was one of my friends from online. He did one of my old Barnacle buddies. He did an entire school project on why Motoro is the greatest written fictional character ever made and why he's technically Barnacle Jesus.
Oh no.
And he sent me a link to the project with that he had to do it. I fucking love it. I mean, it's cringy as fuck, and I love him for it. It was hilarious. I'm like, I guarantee you getting no bitch after this. All the girls that you thought that you probably could have got with, now they're gone now. But hey, man, I respect it because fuck yeah, Motaro is Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Barnacle fan. That motherfucker gave up his life for this shit. But no, I mean, there's there's a lot of stuff like that though with I don't know. We'll see what that might be. though,
But
with a lot of stuff. Because like I said, they may do good, they may not. I don't think they will. Back on that topic though. But
yeah.
honestly, they had several where they could have gone from, like with how Flamicow and those guys did their shit from the Vanoss crew, how they did their shit, and with a bunch of that.
YouTube was just a different time back in the day, man. Before Susan took over, it was such a different time. And
well, even during Susan's time, it still wasn't that bad of a time. I mean, you had the apocalypse, and shit, but like
the annoying orange
still was somewhat
and
decent.
all kinds of stuff, man. I feel old.
I just got done with repressing that bitch. I don't want
Tobuscus. And
I love Tobuscus, but fucking annoying orange. Tobuscus, hey man, you did some shitty things, but I still think your art was fantastic.
Old school PewDiePie with Amnesia: The Dark Descent, man.
I don't care. Old school, new school PewDiePie's still kind of cool too, though. He still fucking slaps and shit.
What's that one guy called? He's still on YouTube to this day. He was the top YouTube guy around. He's like
before PewDiePie?
Yeah, before PewDiePie.
I have no fucking clue. I mean, I came into the YouTube sphere late. I came in, cause fucking country bumpkin over here. I didn't have access to like my first like little YouTube viewing device was legit a fucking Nook. If you remember those from Barnes and Noble's little fucking Nook tablets, that was my first YouTube tablet.
He does like all sorts of fucking shorts now.
God damn it.
He does like all sorts of like YouTube shorts now.
No fucking clue.
He I think he's mostly known for doing story time shit. Shit, man, what's his name? He's like I think he's Indian. Ray William Johnson, that's his name. Ray William Johnson. Every single day when I got out of school, I'd always sit down and watch a Ray William Johnson video. That was my shit. Ray William Johnson, PewDiePie, and what was the other one? It was a Minecraft. Sky does Minecraft.
Yeah.
Them three are the biggest three I grew up watching.
Had that discussion. We're not going back into that one.
And
we've already talked that one to death. I don't know if we
man,
did on stream, but we're not talking about that.
I remember watching another Minecraft YouTuber called Chimney Swift, and he was like a really cool guy. He had the Minecraft files where he would just do shit on his realm, or not realm, but back in the day it was Java, so it was
world.
Yeah, his world on Java, and every season like he'd do like a certain amount of episodes, and it'd be different every season.
I wonder if someone has an old file of the old Let's Play world laying around. I don't know if you remember Rooster Teeth, the Let's Play guys. Remember their
Minecraft, dude.
I wonder if someone has still a save file of their world. Because like, I would love to explore all their like like their builds and shit like that they had. Because Jeff, that was like his fucking sacred item. He didn't let anybody fuck with the Minecraft world without his supervision. Like he was very strict when it came to that save, and he always kept a backup. If he did let somebody or one of the other guys edit it, or like help him do builds and shit like that, he always kept a backup of the world. Like I've never seen another person like so protective over their save file in a game or some shit like that. Like that motherfucker was. He loved him and Gavin. Well, to be fair, they did put a lot of time into that world, and when they had to, when it was time to like when Minecraft did that big update where it deleted a lot of people's worlds. Oh, he was not happy. He was pissed. I remember that shit.
I don't know if you heard, but there is a group of Minecrafters who are just known for getting seeds of old school worlds and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you heard, but there is a seed that was the seed for the Minecraft resource picture for Java.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about that Forbidden Library for a split second. I've heard that rumor too. I'm not sure if that's true. But I have heard of it. You've heard about that one, right?
Yeah.
The so-called the library. I don't know if that's true or not. It's probably bullshit. But like apparently there's like a bunch of like different countries like government secrets in this fucking Minecraft world.
Hey,
And it's
I'll
all
be
in this
right
fucking
back from the
library.
restroom. You just keep rambling. I'll still be able to listen.
You gonna fucking leave while we're streaming? What the fuck, man? Professional over here. And he's already took off too. He's not even hearing me, bitch. See, this is the kind of professional I deal with, folks. I deal with a man like this who just fucking takes off on stream. Son of a bitch. Alright, well. But no, we'll keep talking about the Let's Play guys, and yeah, no, their world, it was pretty big. I mean, they got, I know that was back when Minecraft still had the limitation. Like, I think I don't remember how big the Minecraft world actually was back then, because I know, oh no, they might have actually had the world where they had the infinite world at that point, because they're back. For those who remember, on the 360.
You motherfucker! I heard everything.
Alright, good. But correct me if I'm wrong, but the 360 did not have infinite world. It had a limited size world.
Yeah.
And eventually they had an update where it got a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually later on down the line they got the infinite world. I'm not sure if they got that on the Xbox One or if the infinite world was on the 360. I kind of want to say it was on 360, but I don't remember if it was or not.
There was a world limit on 360, and
yeah, there was.
It was.
I want to say they
exactly.
It wasn't limited in 360.
It was 1,024 by 1,024 blocks.
Yeah, but no, I remember that it expanding, because I remember when it first came out, when Minecraft first came out for the 360, it was pretty fucking small. It was tiny.
Yeah.
It was not that big at all. But then it got big. I remember it didn't get to the Infinite World. After that, it got a little bit bigger, and I think they had another update where they made the map bigger again, and then it got the Infinite update, which was weird. I don't know why the 360 had struggled with that, because tablets already had Infinite Worlds. So, because I remember tablets, the Minecraft Portable version, they had Infinite World before 360 did, because I remember playing Infinite before 360.
Okay, so
which is odd why they did that.
Actually, that's not true, because when Minecraft first launched on Pocket Edition, so PE, it was actually like 500 by 500 blocks. It was around that area. And then when
you're right,
Xbox,
because you couldn't beat it back then, because it was a gamble whether or not you could beat it, because you didn't know if you even had enough resources to even get to the end.
There was no end when Pocket Edition came out, and on top of that, they didn't even have a nether portal. They had a nether reactor, and you had to fucking tap it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember all that shit, because I never saw another reactor. I never was able to get one or even fuck with it.
Yeah, and man, this cold is kicking my ass. And
bitch, letting it beat your ass, but you know.
Yeah, okay, I found it. I found it. This is what I was talking about with the seeds. And right here, people have been finding. There's a YouTuber called Saul C1, and he was reporting on people who have found the seeds for the Minecraft title screen for 1.0 release and the pack.png. And this isn't the only one. They found like other seeds as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
So who knows what else they have found? Like they have
the way they program Minecraft, if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of like how because what's their names got inspired by how Minecraft is programmed. The guys who made what's that game where it's like infinite but like numbers of planets in space? It's like you'll never explore all of them. Like humanity will be dead and gone before someone managed to explore every single planet in this fucking game. Fuck, is it No Man's Sky? Is that it? But yeah, No Man's Sky, I think that's it. But like, I think No Man's Sky kind of like got their inspiration for like how their game works from all this shit.
What is this?
I'm talking about the how they found the seeds.
Bro, they found the Minecraft story mode seed. The exact seed they used in Minecraft story mode.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
Like,
it
what
wouldn't, I wouldn't
the
be
fuck
surprised.
is this, man? How do you have, like, no fucking free time to find that? Like, oh my fucking Christ.
Well, I mean, it's just. I mean, you got a bunch of people with a bunch of random hobbies that go and do a bunch of shit.
You know what? I won't
Yeah,
doubt
honestly,
that, because back in the day, Minecraft in 2011, bro, that's some crazy ass shit. Minecraft. Oh no, I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna pull this up.
There's a bunch of
Crazy as shit. Like, look at this, man. And this is from, like, back before creative mode, man. Like, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine mining all the fucking blocks for this.
Oh, dude, trust me, I fucking know, because I used to watch Let's Play guys. They had to do all that shit.
Mhm.
Jeff's Tower.
Yeah,
they
see,
built that. They didn't do that with
like, right here,
the
this is
creative
what I was
mode.
talking about with the Nether Reactor here in fucking Minecraft Pocket Edition. Like, bro.
I remember hearing. I remember the little like video of just them building, like, cause they would release videos of them talking while they're building and shit like that. I remember hearing the Let's Play guys they would bitch, cause like most of their constructions were like of wood, cause they didn't want to run out of stone, and they kept having to grow. They had to wait for trees to fucking grow.
Yeah,
Because at
man.
the time they had that bone meal grew shit.
Oh my fucking god. Look at this.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Oh.
Oh god
Did-
damn it, not the
for a
fucking
sec,
live action village.
Did I just
shit.
see case? What is this?
Oh fuck, not queso again.
Like, I would have been okay if they did Minecraft movie trailer like this. This would have been great.
Oh,
If
talking
they
about
ju-
anime, like it was just
Yeah,
kinda
like
animated.
this.
Yeah.
They should have done it like this.
Yeah.
I mean, if Mario movie did it like this, that would have been
Yeah,
great.
but well, to be fair, Mario knew better than make another fucking live action, because look at what happened to the last live action Mario movie they made. It
Mhm.
was awful.
And plus, Shigeru Miyamoto, I don't even think was part of it.
No, I think he was a little bit. I think he had a little bit in it, because like I remember hearing them saying, because they wanted to put some other stuff in it with Peach, and he told them fuck no. He probably didn't say fuck no, but he told them no.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember they were wanting to do some shit with Peach, and he's like, no. You're gonna make a Mario movie and it's gonna focus on Mario.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why would you focus on the other characters first before the main character? It's just fucking stupid.
So I will say this: at least the director acknowledged the hate and he wants to make it better. Like, he straight up said that he was going to
For the
give
Minecraft
it
movie?
yeah,
Or the,
for the Minecraft movie.
Okay.
And he said that he was gonna want to do the Sonic treatment, and I think that's the only way that it's gonna save the movie.
Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be saved because it's a live action movie and plus the cast. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
lately a lot of Jack Black's films have not been too great that he's been in. I mean, the Borderlands wasn't too great.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking his appearance in Mandalorian was god awful. Nobody liked season 3 of the Mandalorian. So I mean, his appearance as Bowser, yeah, that was pretty good. But I don't know, and not to mention with the whole, well, we're not gonna get into that, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, I just don't think it's really. I don't think it's me personally. I don't think it's gonna do it too great. I could be wrong though, because I might be underestimating the power of the Minecraft fans and like the kids who like Minecraft. But honestly, I think this movie would have done way better if it was just animated from the start.
Mm-hmm.
Because kids would have flocked to it way more. I mean, hell, you could have created a whole cinematic universe out of this shit, like with the minions and shit. Like, honestly, this would have been a minion killer. This could have killed the minions
Mm-hmm.
if they would have done the
Shit.
animated movie. I don't know why they don't.
Make the Minecraft movie.
It
like
wouldn't be
this.
hard.
I mean, look
Yeah.
at this.
Honestly, it'd bring Minecraft back to the popularity. I mean, it would make Minecraft huge like it was back before 2015. So, I mean, it'd bring it back to the 2012 days.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I kind of want to watch this real quick, just to give a look at the animation, and I'm gonna turn it down really, really low.
Oh,
Gibson
God damn it. Is
TV.
the Queso Plays Minecraft.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, and
Fuck's sake.
I wanted to show this off with the animation. I've already seen the video, so it's not really a reaction, but
You and your obsession with this fat bastard. I don't
dude,
understand.
he's funny as shit, man. You can't be mad at him.
Yeah,
He's
I think you
actually
just have
really,
an
really
attraction
funny.
to fat men. I think that's all it is.
Oh shit. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it.
Can we spawn in an area where there's literally one tree within the next 30 miles?
Oof.
Beans, get watch out! Like what? It's that shit.
Help me!
Yeah,
Help me!
GG,
Come on, I thought it was daytime!
Hitting them, hitting them, hitting them, hitting them.
You started it? Or
Yeah,
is the stream behind?
Or no, that'd be too
must be a
long.
little bit behind.
Yeah, I think the stream's a little bit behind. Okay, there it goes.
Cow here. Can you eat
Can't
cows?
let that happen.
Like I said, that
No, because I don't like
you know the shaders are fucking perfect for this movie.
Yeah, I'm a vegan. I only eat salad and stuff.
The models, I
Yeah.
mean, are the mouths and stuff. I think is all right.
Mouth movement's a little rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which rainforest did you eat this month?
I mean, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck was that?
I don't even know, bro.
Okay, with the B, yeah, no. No. What the fuck is this shit? Also, I don't think this is accurate at all. What the fuck is he doing?
I'm going down.
Like the look of the environment is god near perfect.
I mean, hell, that water animation was pretty crazy. I mean, cause there's hell
Time
video
to
game
look
or
you
video
up,
games
bro.
that there's water animations. Looking at you, Star Wars Outlaws. That's a call topic for later too. You know, that's an environment in Minecraft I have yet to explore too. That's something I'm gonna have to fuck with a little bit more. Is that new one where
Bro, we should fucking play Minecraft together. Do a fucking live stream of us just playing Minecraft.
I mean, we can. I have my PlayStation. I can join in on a PC thing. I can just join you on through Discord and fucking talk.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we could. I just don't know how you're gonna get. You're not gonna get my. Actually, you might be
No,
able to
I
get mine.
can because
Figure out the,
mm-hmm.
It's gonna be 4-lane, by the way.
I was talking about my video for like if you want to switch between different sites, because just in case I do something fucking stupid and funny and you do something stupid and funny and you see it from my perspective, I see it from your perspective. Because I can record on PlayStation and I can just send you the the thing. I can just send you the data.
Yeah, man.
So I could do that, which we might actually start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think for some of the streams, just to make the make the video a little bit more entertaining. Cause I know people get tired of watching Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could like put some of the Generation Zero playthrough or some of the fucking I know nobody likes it, but 76 or some of the other random games.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, the environments of this animation is perfect. Like the glowing of the deep dark is just amazing. And the way that Gibson animated the models and with the shaders and everything just made things so perfect, bro. And I feel like you know, if we were to make a Minecraft movie, I'd probably hire Gibson to make the environment, like an environmental artist.
If anything, I'm gonna make a fucking mecha animation or some other bullshit before I do any Minecraft. Fuck no, I ain't gonna mess with that. I'm gonna mess
I
with some
mean,
awesome.
I'm just saying, like,
'Cause
if
there's
I
not
was a
an-
producer,
In my opinion, there's not enough mecha animations out there. And when I say mecha, I don't mean just like anime mechs. I'm talking about just mechs. There's not enough animations on there on YouTube. We need more badass mech animations. We really do.
and something I've also thought about is, what if we had like a Studio Ghibli style Minecraft movie?
That
like
would do
hand-drawn.
pretty well.
Yeah, that'd
No.
look great.
I
But-
think it'd do. I mean, yeah, it'd probably do pretty well, but it'd probably be too
Mhm.
expensive too. It'd probably be just cheaper, just to like, you know, someone like Slam Account or
Mhm.
like his style, just do it like that. I guarantee it'd be cheaper just to do that. Which is, if one man's able to do all that shit cheaply, I don't understand how the fuck. I'm not saying what he did was, you know, it didn't cost a lot. I guarantee you, the programs he used to animate and all that shit, yeah, I guarantee that was expensive. But you know, expensive for him versus expensive for a fucking studio, those are two different things.
Oh
that's
yeah.
that's a different budget. Like for a Hollywood studio compared to just one man doing it, funding it off of
Mm-hmm.
his revenue money that he's getting from Minecraft, or his the money he's getting from his YouTube channel, as well as the money he's probably getting from, because he probably had a job too, if I had to assume, or he probably was in school or whatever. But if he could just do that by that, do it just with that, then what the fuck? Hollywood studios just spent all this money. I mean, granted, I know all this shit's just money laundering. I mean, look at the fucking Acolyte. You can't look at that show and tell me that wasn't fucking money laundering. I know that damn well was. Because I didn't see none of that. Well, I didn't watch the series either, but from what I saw, there was definitely nowhere near where that fucking money went.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we should probably get on this topic too, because I mean, it was old topic. We haven't talked about it. But speaking of which, you know, because I don't want to talk about this topic last, because I like I said, I want us to try to end things on positive notes. We had a good bit of deaths last week and this week too. James Earl Jones, hey man, that guy lived a phenomenal fucking life. He lived a fantastic life. Some people say he was taken to us from too early. You know, me, I say he's, you know, he lived his life. He lived a very great life, and hey, better to go, you know, while you still are functioning, still mentally there and all that, than to go while you know, you can't function at all. I mean, I'd want to go when I'm still have all my mind and all that shit, and not suffer through pain and stuff like that. But he had a phenomenal career, from his acting to voice acting to, I mean, he dude, I found out he even did like fucking play shit. Like he was in plays and other stuff like that, screenplays. I had no idea about all that stuff. Like, there was a whole bunch of documentaries that came out after he died that I found out a bunch of stuff that he did. Phenomenal fucking actor, phenomenal human being in general. The dude, he birthed a lot of his performance as Darth Vader. He inspired a lot of people, and he will continue to inspire a lot of people. And I this whole, well, we're kind of moving towards AI now, because he did sell his likeness to Disney. I kind of hate that, because I'm kind of concerned for the next generation of actors, like actual good actors. You know, will they inspire people, or will these AI inspire people? But that's in the future, we'll have to see. But his legacy, he will continue to inspire people. I know that's for sure. And another he's not nowhere near his level of the fame, but to the Fallout community, and definitely to my eyes, this was a grave loss. And this man, he did struggle for a full year of Jason Dameron, I think I'm saying his name right. For those who watched Shoddycast back in the day, the old storyteller lore videos, the storyteller himself passed away last weekend from adrenaline cancer, I think, or adrenal cancer.
Adrenal cancer?
I think it was adrenal cancer, is what I saw that post said. But hey man, that dude inspired so many people. I mean, that, and he was a phenomenal voice actor. We heard his voice last time on the podcast when we were checking out the I mean, I brought him up too, and that's the thing. I brought the guy up, and he dies a week later. I had no fucking. Well, it would be fair. He was already been dead by that point, but you know, they just released the news last weekend. But
yeah.
No, that it was just such a shame with that, because hey man, he was real big in the Fallout community. People loved him, his videos, I mean, yeah, the Shoddycast, they might be old now. They're not even technically a YouTube channel anymore. It's owned by one dude named Austin now. But his voice work, he still went out there. He did the Zelda timeline stuff. He did a bunch of other stuff. I mean, he was a good voice actor too. But he still did inspire the Fallout community to make. And hell, he appeared as a storyteller even after Shoddycast quit with the storyteller stuff. He still appeared on other YouTube channels like TK Mantis. Got the storyteller to appear, and he came back in full storyteller attire. Type in Fallout for that way people can see what the character looks like. He looks like a Decepticon that just appeared in the Fallout storyline. But he appeared in TK Mantis's video. And he was talking War Channel.
Name again?
Type in Shoddycast and just type in the storyteller. You'll see the video right there. There'll be his face is on it. But and not just TK Mantis. He's appeared in multiple different Fallout YouTubers channels, where they'll get him to have a little talk about stuff, just Fallout lore in general. Because honestly, I want to say I don't know too much if the guy was really a big Fallout fan. I want to say he was, because they actually got someone that talented to do. I mean, hell, I want to say he even was like referenced as an Easter egg in the Nuka Break and fan film. I'm not sure if he really was. I don't really remember too much, but this guy he left a big mark on the Fallout community, and I will not be surprised if in '76 or the next coming up Fallout game that they make his character canon. Honestly, with the random stuff done, I wouldn't be surprised if they make him canon. But in my eyes, he is in the Fallout world because he fits in perfectly with the Fallout universe. Like, he doesn't break anything. I mean, he's just a random archivist. He's a random storyteller, just wanders around and learns about the Wasteland with his fellow iBlock companion, Edna.
How do you spell his
what
name?
were you saying?
How do you spell his name?
Just it's legit just a storyteller with no spaces. Just type that and you'll find him. Just type in Fallout the Storyteller. Trust me, he'll be the first thing that pops up.
Yep.
See, told you, it's that dark looking helmet, that Decepticon looking helmet, because he does look a Decepticon. Hell, even he did appear in another, for those who have a crude sense of humor. I think it's called Psycho. That series, it was fucking great. By oh hell, who is the guys who made that one? Let me check real quick. I've done forgot their channel. It's a long time ago.
Jason Dameron.
Yeah, Jason Dameron, that's his name.
Yeah, and he's known
yeah, there
for
he is, right there. Yeah.
Storyteller, Fallout Brotherhood,
Storyteller.
Age of Empires, True Vault Escape.
Oh, so he was an actual game. Oh, that I did not know. I didn't know he was actually in the games. Damn.
He only had 4. He was
it
just
does
starting
surprise
out
me because they got. Because Shoddycast, they actually got some big people in there because they actually got the voice actor of what's her name, the woman that the female voice actor for in Fallout 4, the if you pick Nora.
Yeah.
Because you have two main protagonists. You got the Nate, which is the male one, and Nora, the female. They got her voice actor to actually do an episode of the Storyteller. They got 3 Dog to make an appearance from Fallout 3. I don't know if you ever played Fallout 3, but the radio host, the 3 Dog, they got him to appear in an episode. And this is back when they were small, dude. They weren't that big, so they got some pretty big voices to appear. But hey, I mean, Fallout has a lot of reach. Fallout has more reach with famous people than most people think. Cause like, what was it? One of the actors from Friends was legit obsessed with Fallout 3 when it first came out. Like, it's even on a thing. I think it was either on Oprah or he was on Ellen, the Ellen talk show or whatever the fuck it is, where he legit confessed that like he could not get off of Fallout. He could not stop playing Fallout 3. He could not quit. That's why he hasn't been doing so many acting gigs. So Bethesda reached out for him and was like, hey, why don't you come play Benny, the character that shoots you in the head in the beginning of Fallout New Vegas? That guy right there is legit the dude from Friends. The ring-a-ding-ding, baby. That's him. So Fallout has had some big voice actors. Yeah, you're looking it up now, ain't you?
No, I just found a post of James Earl Jones being in Judge Dredd. I never knew that.
He was? Where was he in Judge Dredd? The original or the remake?
I don't know if it's the remake.
Sylvester Stallone or the other one?
1995 Judge Dredd.
Okay, yeah, that's the one with Sylvester Stallone.
That
one I can see, yeah. Oh, who did he play in that one? Hang on, now I gotta look this up. Hang on.
I'm looking it up now. Hold on, I'm gonna post it on the stream. What? I didn't even know this. Let's see more.
Judge Dredd, here we go. Who did he play in Judge Dredd?
I'm looking.
Cause no, he's the narrator. He didn't play a character, he was the narrator.
Where do you see that at? Oh, yeah, see, there it is. Damn.
Yeah, this is the 1995 one. Okay, yeah, so he was the narrator. Okay, I was about to say, because I don't remember seeing him in that film, and I would have remembered him in there. Yeah, because I know Sylvester Stallone was Judge Dredd himself.
Yeah, dude, that
You know?
I didn't even know that. And bro, something that I wanted to bring up as well that I've seen people post on Facebook a little bit after he passed was apparently something I didn't even know. The woman who voiced Simba's mom in the original Lion King, after like a few weeks after the movie came out, actually no, not a few weeks, I think about a year or so after the movie came out, she passed away.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she passed away, and that the reason why I didn't add her in the second film was because of that.
Oh,
And-
that's why his mom mysteriously disappears. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense now. Yeah, because I now that I think about it, I don't remember seeing his mother in the second film. I don't even think I remember seeing her in the. No, she was in the after bit of the first Lion King movie. Yeah, she was in the end scene.
Yeah.
Because Nala's the female lion. Nala's well, technically it's a sibling.
Her name
Nala's
is
the,
Sarabi. I think.
Yeah, Sarabi. Yeah, that's it.
Sarabi.
Yeah, no.
I
Yeah,
just-
so that's a little interesting. But yeah, that's a topic that I kind of wanted to go ahead and knock out somewhat early in the stream.
Marita
So that way, I
Sinclair.
kind of keep
I'm gonna
Mace
copy
Sinclair.
that and post that and screen share. But yeah, she died December of 1995.
Damn.
And
She
Lion
wasn't that
King
old,
came.
was she?
Yeah, it was about a
She
year.
died.
She a year after the Lion King came out. And
Damn.
what did she die from? Doesn't really say. Died.
I was right to cause of death right there.
Oh, leukemia.
Oh, yeah. That'll get ya.
13-year battle with. Holy shit. Okay, I gotta give her credit. She
Jesus.
survived 13 years with leukemia.
They were tough back then, man. People were a lot tougher back then. They did not fuck around.
Yeah, and it says
57,
here
yeah.
that her ashes were scattered from her hometown in Jamaica. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know she was Jamaican.
Well, they had a lot of because I think what was it? One there like a I think one of the no, not Scar's actor. Maybe it was another one. Because I think one of them, they're actually from like one of the voice actors from the Lion King. One of them. Well, I want to say one of them was actually from Africa. I'm not sure.
I mean,
They
it
actually
makes
got an African
sense
voice actor to
with
appear.
the casting and everything. It makes sense because it's a movie that takes place in that like region of the world and stuff. And I'm not trying to be like
Yeah.
racist or anything. That's just
Well, no, that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to be a
correct.
racist piece of shit.
Fuck
racist.
you.
Nah,
Fuck you.
nah.
But like I was
You trying to dance around that word? I see you.
like I was
We don't-
saying about
We don't give a shit here, folks.
like I was saying back to the Twitter thing, but I was seeing posts about people talking about how they Sarabi and Mufasa is now like reunited. Yeah. And I've seen people get like
Follow
make
Crazy
posts
Fights for
and
more
stuff about everything, which like pieces of artwork and everything about them reuniting and everything. It was super sweet and wholesome.
That's something that I absolutely love, that those two types of people exist out there. Because my sister was one of them. A lot of people did not know that James Earl Jones played not only fucking Simba's dad in the in Lion King, But before that, he was also very well known as fucking Darth Vader. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
when my sister first heard that, the James Earl Jones passed away, she's like, "Aw, fucking Mufasa died, damn it." I was like,
Mm.
"Uh-huh." I wasn't gonna tell her, I was waiting on her to pick up. She goes, "Oh, Darth Vader's voice actor died too." Wait, they were the same person? Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Uh.
weird because
You know,
The
a lot of
way-
people know that they were, like, it was him that did Darth Vader.
mhm.
Like, it's kind of funny. Most people know him more for, I don't know. I don't want to say most people know him more for Darth Vader. I don't know. I kind of want to say it's even. Like, there's a lot of people who know that he's Mufasa, and there's a lot of people that sees him as Darth Vader. To be fair, though, Mufasa's a lot more earlier. It's more recent. To
Mhm.
be fair. And his Darth Vader appearance, no, he was in Rogue One, but I don't think he did the voice for
I have
Darth Vader.
no, actually I think he did. I think he was in Rogue One. Give
Yeah.
me a second, I'll look it up. Because I'm
Yeah,
pretty
he did the voice of Darth Vader again. And are they used,
Yeah.
either I don't know if it was entirely his voice. I think it was like where they used some kind of program to help with his voice or something like that. I don't know. But speaking of the Rogue One film, we're gonna move on. We're gonna change the topic a little bit to a little bit more drama. Someone is now in trouble. I haven't told you about this, so you probably haven't heard of this. Disney is now under fire. They're being sued again.
Of
Because
course.
apparently the guy, it's like James something, I forget his name, or maybe it's not James. Remember the guy who played Tarkin way back in the day? They used his likeness, or they pretty much, used an animated version of him, brought him back from the dead.
Tarkin.
Yeah, Tarkin. Remember the guy who looked like a
Yeah.
fucking weird ass zombie skeleton thing in the Rogue One? Yeah, him. That's the original guy who was behind the Death Star in Legends. It wasn't some random motherfucker that Disney made it to. Anyway, but yeah, apparently Disney did not have permission to use that motherfucker,
Yeah, I got it on screen.
and now they're being sued for it. They're being sued for it now.
What?
So, which, to be fair with this thing, both parties are kind of like, they're a bit iffy with both their cases, because the guy who was claiming, because the guy's dead. The guy's been dead ever since '93. Yeah, this guy right here. He's been dead ever since '93. And it's his buddy, not his family, but his buddy who was, they were in the filming industry together. His studio, or he's using his studio to sue Disney, claiming that he technically owns the rights to this guy. Because they had a previous deal a year before he died, mind you. That's the story so far. That he's used this, that he gave his likeness to his buddy, who was in his film industry, a year before he passed away, which again is a bit suspicious.
Yeah, that
But
sounds
at the-
like, I don't know.
If you hear the argument that came from Disney straight up and literally said, "Oh, we didn't even think to ask to use his likeness. We just went ahead and did it." So again, you have another case of, well, technically Disney. I mean, the accuser that is accusing Disney, technically they don't have too strong of ground to stand on. But at the same time, you're seeing Disney's arrogance come out again. With a lot of shit where again they've come out and they didn't even ask the family for permission to use this guy's likeness. So Disney has just admitted that they didn't ask anybody to use this guy at all. So now you have that
a toss up. It's a complete toss up because you can't you can't
but again,
really
I'm
do
willing to
something
stick
like
with the other
that.
guy
But
because
yeah,
Disney's just their complete arrogance with this shit.
mhm.
And honestly, I mean, because again, this is more arrogance that we've seen coming from them, where they could have handled this in a way better way,
Mhm.
but again, here they come, and they're showing their elitism with the way they talk about it. And I could be describing this in better words, but this is, again, it's just Disney's just showing their true colors as a shit. There's just shit people behind it. Again, it's just a nasty and ugly situation, no matter how you look at it.
Mhm.
And this is a situation where, you know, normally you'd say, well, I can't really pick a side in this one right here because they're both. One's kind of sketchy, but the other one straight out flat out admits that they didn't fucking have the rights at all. So I tend to lean more towards the dude. But then again, I'm a big I fucking hate Disney because they've destroyed a lot of my favorite beloved franchises. So fuck them.
It's so
But again, no, it's always important to uphold the law.
Yeah, because the law here, the way that, you know, if it's true that he sold his likeness before he passed, then
I don't think he did. That's the thing. I mean, because
yeah.
he died in '93. That I definitely do know. He did die. The guy did die in '93.
Yeah, he.
I mean,
100%.
granted, he could have been. Now, he could be telling the truth. It could have been discussed because this is technology they probably were working on back then. It probably was a theory, and I mean, there have been cases before where people have predicted that shit will get this way. I mean, hell, George Lucas predicted of how we're going to use a lot of special effects and shit like that, and sure enough, it became true with how we're doing it, because he just saw it as the, you know, the logical way of how Hollywood was going to start doing movies and other shit like that. So this could have been something that they saw, and he just went to go ahead and nipped it in the bud right there. I mean, because it was a year before his death. Honestly, I don't know how he died or how he, you know, he could have been already in poor health at that last year that he lived. And he said, hey, you know, you want to use my likeness in any future movies? If you're still alive during the time when that technology becomes available, you have my blessing. It could have been a situation like that. Because, I mean, from what I gathered, this was a pretty intelligent man. Both of them were pretty intelligent people. It would not surprise me if they had a conversation like that and they set up an agreement like that. But at the same time, it's very coincidental, and I don't know, it just seems like a very small chance of that even happening. So, it's a big, you know, it's still fishy. It still smells. So we'll see as the case further develops. But it's serious enough to where a judge is considering it. That's the thing. See, that's the big thing in all this. A judge is actually saying, okay, sir, you have a point here. Disney did not have permission to use his likeness. So if it's getting to that point, so there might be something to his argument. I'm not sure. I mean, then again, it could have been where he just pulled up some BS paperwork and is just going through this just to fuck over Disney. I don't know. We'll see when the court case further develops. I know Gina Carano's lawsuit's going more further and against Disney, which, you know, again, I hope she wins that because they did fuck her over. So we'll see how that goes. But I know that's definitely now moving to Discovery, and they're kind of debating on whether or not, because she wants to have Kathleen Kennedy and a bunch of the other higher ups actually appear in the court, and Disney's like, no, you can't have these people appear in court, and the judge is like, yeah, the fuck you can. So, well, they got that whole debacle going on with that. But
it's kind of like
man,
Dead
I wish
Man's
I was a
way.
fly on the wall in that company right now. I really wish it do, because every day must be interesting as fuck to be a fly on the wall anywhere in that fucking company, just to see the true really what happens in there. Honestly, if anyone ever invents spy bots, I mean, that would be the one I would want to go fucking put it in. It's got to be some entertaining shit. Because I don't know if they're either so arrogant they actually don't believe in their own downfall that's coming, or they're fucking full on panicking and they're legit scared to death of what's about to happen to them. Because there's no way in hell they don't know they're failing. There's no way in hell that they don't see it. But then again, I mean, as we've seen, these are some arrogant motherfuckers. Like, these are some really arrogant motherfuckers. So like, we'll just have to see, because this is probably going to be I mean, we probably won't find out for the next couple of years. When it comes to the law, especially over here in America, God, stuff is fucking slow as shit. Especially when you have Disney, because they really like to make shit fucking slow. Their lawyers definitely like to drag shit out. But because they try to, you know, you try to drag shit out so that way you bankrupt your opponents, pretty much. That's usually from Disney's tactics, from what I've seen and from what I've researched. When it comes to lawfare, Disney likes to definitely drain their opponent of their bank account before they can even get into the big parts of the court.
Yeah.
Like that whistleblower that came out and exposed all their bullshit they were doing when it came to their marketing and the money shuffling and all the other shit. An accountant came out and said a lot of shit, and Disney destroyed her fucking life. I mean, they drove her husband to madness to where he legit committed suicide. They did a bunch of shit. So it would not surprise me if they try to do more shit like that. But when it comes to Gina Carano's lawsuit, yeah, they're not gonna be able to do that because she's got Elon Musk backing her. So good luck trying to bankroll that motherfucker. You ain't gonna bankroll him. This motherfucker sends shit to space.
Did you hear that he also sent a flight crew in space to the longest part of space? Now, like, I think it was about like 100 or a little bit. Fuck, I can't remember what it said. But
well, he's dead set on getting humanity on Mars. He is dead set. I think he'll probably do it before he passes away, because he is dead set on us like doing shit with Mars. Which I honestly don't, from the stuff I've seen or kind of researched myself, I don't know if life on Mars is even like kind of possible because of how harsh it is. With the technology we have now, oh hell no. I don't think we could do it. But now, further advances down the line, it might be possible. It might very well be possible, but with how harsh that planet is now, I don't think it's possible with the technology that we have.
I don't think we're.
But then again, who knows? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we don't have. We have not seen like a lot of the full technology that we're capable of in this current age. So, I mean, we'll never know. But like I said, I guarantee you, we'll see it in our lifetimes if he does figure out a way to settle Mars, because that motherfucker is determined. So. But again, we'll see, because that if his, he's also getting into a lot of trouble when it comes to politics too. But we don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But I try to stick to the video games and stuff, because we still got video game news we got to talk about, because there's still a lot of shit that we got to talk about when it comes to that stuff. We still got a bunch of topics. You got one, or do you want me to go on with the next topic? You got a video game news that you want to talk about, or because there's one I could definitely talk about since we're on the Star Wars subject.
Black Ops 6. This was something else I was gonna mention. Now that all the betas and everything is over, and this was
is it out yet or no?
No, it comes out next month. But I wanted to fully give my review.
Okay.
Yeah, Black Ops 6 finally dropped its full open beta, and dude, it was ass. Like, and it wasn't Treyarch's fault, it was the player base's fault. The player bases of Call of Duty, oh my fucking god. When I was playing that private beta, the gameplay was smooth, it was fine. People actually moved out of their spawns and pushed. But nowadays, the younger generation of people, and I know it's the younger generation, because my generation, when we play Call of Duty, we actually push out of our spawns and actually go and try and get kills. Unlike the younger generation that will sit in the back of their spawns in corners and stuff and play like fucking rats. And
I don't. Fuck you mean, man? I used to struggle with campers back then. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. We camped too.
Yeah, but like in these types of maps, it's like perfect for campers, which I will blame Treyarch for, because Treyarch I feel like they're like giving campers and people who just sit in corners more of a benefit than anything else.
Well, honestly, you could say ever since they came out with a riot shield, they've done that shit, but there's always ways around the shit if you just use your gear tactically enough. And did they? Because I know you were just talking about it earlier, but did they ever come out with custom during the beta? Did they have like custom kits and shit like that where you could do different loadouts and stuff, or they never did?
You could. You'd have to level it up first, but yeah, the max level for your main level that you could get is like level 30, but like the main like guns went up to like level 40 or 50.
So I imagine it probably got easier once you actually like started ranking up and unlocking guns and other shit like that,
Mhm.
or the ability to customize, like put different sights and other shit like
Yeah.
that on guns. And
Yeah,
shit.
it had
Okay,
like
yeah.
over like 20, 30 sights for each guns, which I will
Okay,
give them
see.
credit for that. But some of the things that was kind of locked during private beta was there was no like wild card or anything like that yet. But to be fair, they came out with it right when before the private beta went out. Or before,
Yeah.
when I say went out, I mean as like before it ended. So it wasn't that bad.
So me, I think this game's gonna do. I think it's gonna sell well. I mean, like most of the past Call of Duties have. You know, people's gonna complain, people's gonna bitch, but at the end of the day, it's COD. It's gonna do well no matter what. I mean, fuck, if Vanguard could fucking sell and still make a profit, then you're not killing this franchise. Nothing anyone does is gonna kill this franchise. And honestly, that's another thing. People need to stop trying to make COD killers. It's just not gonna happen. I mean, now, the only thing that's gonna kill this game, this series, this franchise, is the companies itself. It's not gonna be some other game that comes in and they just lose interest in the other thing. No, it's gonna be the company itself that kills it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take a situation like that, honestly, to kill this game. That's what I believe. Now I could be proven wrong, but and you probably back me up on this.
Mm-hmm.
So far, every time we've seen a game come out and they keep every once it's claimed to be a COD killer, that game dies.
Mm-hmm.
That game, like what was that recent one that Ubisoft came out with? What is it? It's like X something or some shit like that. It's like Warframe or Warfare. Yeah, X Defiant. Look at that game now. It's fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not that bad, but like nobody's fucking playing it. Barely anybody's fucking playing it. So, like no, like see that's the thing. Once like games get the title of COD killer, honestly, I think that's just a curse. Like from what I've seen so far, every game that's gotten that claim, I just fucking die. I think when people go to make it a game that's either similar to COD or you're trying to compete with them, just don't even try to compete with them. Just try to make a good game. Just honestly, just try to make a really fun competitive game. Don't even focus on your opponent, which is COD. Don't even do that. Because I think that's where what goes wrong with a lot of these other games. They try to like, yeah, we're making this game to just try to to one up COD. We're gonna be their we're gonna be their them to what they were to Medal of Honor. But no, every time somebody comes in with that game never does well. Just everybody always goes back to COD. And hey man, people will knock COD as much as they want, but it still sells and it still does well. And me personally, I mean, fuck the franchise, what they are now. Fuck them. I don't like them because how greedy they are with a lot of shit. Like, dude, the skins and shit, it's just fucking disgusting. Like, that shit, with how much they charge for that shit, it's ridiculous. People sink that much amount of money in a lot of that shit. And honestly, I want to say some of that shit's kind of cheap. And I'm not 100% sure if it is. But I kind of want to say some of the skins are kind of like cheating. Because, like, you did have people, especially in Warzone, like, they would purposely pick the... Wasn't there, like, that whole thing where they, like, picked the female, like, fully blacked out character where she, like, it had this... Not like how Ghost character looked, where she was, like, in full, like, black camo or whatever like that. Like, where she was fully in black clothing, and it was a female character because, the female frame is always smaller and skinnier. So they're harder to fucking hit. It's not some beefy motherfucker, like, say, for example, if you pick the Space Marine skin, you're huge, you're not a tank, they're gonna gun you down like there's no fucking tomorrow. And I'm not sure how they work in that game, but if they're accurate to their skins, that's bullshit. That's unfair gameplay, in my opinion, if their hitboxes match their skins. And I'm pretty sure they do, because of everyone picking that female character with the fully blacked out clothing.
Yeah, that's been a thing since like Black Ops 3.
That's kind of cheating, in my opinion. Yeah, that's one of my biggest arguments against skin like that. See, me, female or male, honestly, you need to have the same hitbox if you really want to be focused on competitive. Because once you have that's why if in the competitive scene, especially with Siege. That's why most people go with a female character because they have a smaller frame, they're not as big, and it's harder to fucking hit them. You're not as big as a target.
You know something
Like
I wish
say,
that
what's Ash versus Chichanka? Fucking who's gonna be easier to hit, Ash or fucking Chichanka? Which one are you gonna most likely hit? Even if
Yeah.
you have shit aim, you're gonna hit fucking Chichanka more.
And plus, Tachanka is a 1-speed versus Ash, who's a 3-speed, if I remember correctly. And then on top of that,
well, one's a defender, one's an attacker. But I'm just talking about like compared to like you know, their hitbox, the way their hitbox is set up.
mm-hmm.
And that's just my opinion when it comes to that type of shit. You know, they just need to all have like the same, kind of the closest similar hitbox. Kind of like how what was it? CS:GO does. Terrorist and counter-terrorist, they all have the same hitbox.
Mm-hmm.
That way it's equal on all settings. There's no disadvantage or advantage, and it's a fair advantage on all sides. Like, honestly, in my opinion, CS:GO is probably the most fairest fucking PvP game that's ever been out there. Because, honestly, you really can't bitch about, you know, except for maps. Because I think there are some maps in CS:GO where, yeah, terrorists kind of have the fucking advantage, or counter-terrorists do have the fucking advantage. Because the spawn point where they spawn at. But when it comes to just like actual player and the way their guns and everything, like the hitbox setup, it's a fair and equal fucking fight. But that's just my shtick on the thing. I still think that Black Ops, not Black Ops, but COD, it's just gonna do. Yeah, it's gonna perform well. It's just gonna do like every other one. It's gonna sell pretty decently. It's gonna make its profit, and it'll probably be replaced by the next one within like a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
So. The next one that probably won't be as big as this one, because if I'm not mistaken, this is like one of the really big ones. So I doubt the next COD game is going to be as big as this one. So it'll probably be a little bit smaller. It'll probably be something tiny, you know. But I did watch a little bit more of the new one, and yeah, I still haven't seen much change. The running animations, everything, it still looks the same as back when fucking Warzone first came out. So they still haven't really changed up too much. I mean, yeah, the movement system's a little different, but like you still sprint the same. The animations are all still the fucking same. So, which honestly, I'm kind of I really because I am a big gun nut. I really hate that one-handed gun run because like you try running with an assault rifle, full sprint like that, motherfucker, you're gonna struggle with two hands on the damn rifle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how strong you are. I mean, SMG, you're not gonna have that issue. But if you're killing like a fucking saw and you're trying to run like that, yeah, it ain't happening, bud. It's just not gonna happen. That's why when the older games, when you had like a weapon like that, you did run slower. Because you had a bigger weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, you could fucking hold down a position if you wanted to, too.
Yeah.
So, that's just my 2 cents on the matter.
Mm-hmm. I'll be right back from the restroom. Once I get back, I got a really good topic.
You have a bladder of a fucking pee? Jesus Christ, you leave me to hold it down again? And after I just finished, he already left. He already took off and left. Look at this shit, motherfucker. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the owner of this channel. Such a professional here. And he left me. He left when I was finished with my talking. He could have left while I was talking too. That's the funny bit. He could have left while I was making my point. That way I still had something to fucking talk about. Now I have nothing to talk about. Oh, fuck. But, where's the COD? Game COD. Yeah, that one's...
I'm sorry, I didn't want to be a dick.
Oh, you should have been a dick.
What do you expect me to do? Wear diapers this entire time?
No, I expect you to fucking go take a piss while I'm talking, before I finish my fucking point. That way I'm like, okay, I finished my debate, I'm waiting for you, or I finished my talking point, and I'm waiting for yours next. Oh, you went to the bathroom. Fuck, well, now I don't know what to talk about. It's like the worst time to fucking go.
I didn't want to leave and just not say anything like, hey, you get what I mean? Yeah, huh? Wait, where the fuck did this man go? You know, I didn't want to fucking...
You just interrupt me in the middle and go, hey, I'll be right back, I'm gonna go take this. And just, I was like, alright, I'm gonna keep making my point.
Bruh. But,
what I'd fucking do.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, go ahead with your talking point.
But yeah, when it comes to female characters in video games, a lot of people go towards the female character because of the body type and the smaller hitbox. But I feel like what could remedy that is different genders having different like types of body, bullet resistance, and speed. So let's
I don't know
say,
about that one.
well, hear me out. All right. So let's say
I think
a
there's still be a
man.
bigger argument with some other groups if you get my meaning with that one.
Yeah,
They're
but
just
they
gonna
want
use that to
equality.
bitch.
We're
It's
about
like,
to
why
give
does
them
the
equality.
guys take more shots than us females over here? You know, but no
But
matter what,
here's
you
the
still
thing.
have people who run with the girls because
Mhm.
they're gonna. If you make the guys bullet sponges and the girls where they can run faster, but they take less, or they take more damage, then most people are still gonna pick the girl because a lot of people would rather have more mobility than being able to take a hit. So,
But also, women
I
would
mean-
have more recoil on their guns,
and
and
I
then
mean,
versus
when it
men.
comes to recoil, I think that's still not kind of realistic because I mean, you know, it honestly it depends on the gun, but like you can give a gun to anybody, and depending on your upper body strength, that's what's really going to make you struggle with that particular gun. But again, if you're talking about futuristic guns, like I think this new COD is, because I don't think this COD actually has like real guns in it. I think it's like futuristic shit or some shit like that. They're just made up guns. But like certain like, for example, Black Ops 1. Some of those, like I'm talking about the old Black Ops 1 now. A lot of those
Yeah.
should have had a lot more recoil in that game because most of those rifles were fucking 308. And I don't know if you've ever seen anyone fire a 308, but that's gonna have a lot of fucking recoil to it, especially if it's an automatic. Like the FAL that was in that game. Yeah, that should have been like, you should have been, as soon as you fired like 3 shots, you should have been already looking way up in the fucking air. Well, not to that extent, but it's a very, you know, 308's a big fucking round. It ain't no joke. I mean, that's it. It was the same thing with the 7.62. I mean, that's a decent round too. That's pretty big. It's not like 7.62's got a lot more powder behind it than 5.56. But I mean, that technically 7.62 that is 30 cal. That is a 30 cal round. But there's a lot more dynamics to go. And honestly, it depends on the gun, because not just the ammunition, but you also have how the gun's built. Because some guns take recoil better than others, even though they can be chambered in the same rifle cartridge. It just all depends on the recoil system or some shit like that. Like it's because every gun's made differently. None of them are all the same. I mean, because like an AK, because they do have an AK variant that is somewhat similar to the 5.56 round. I think the Russian round that they have that is somewhat similar to the 5.56. I think it's 5.45. I think is what it is. I mean, it's pretty much an AK with just, or it's just a 7.62 round with less powder behind it. I think. You know, for those gun nuts out there, they'll probably fact check me, make sure I'm wrong. But I mean, because the AK does take that, and it's a lot less recoil in it, and you can see games where like I mean, Escape from Tarkov, like the guns that take 5.45. I'm pretty sure they have a lot less recoil than something that takes 7.62, and you know, so on and so on. I mean, because what was it? Technically a what is that famous P90 small caliber round? It's a personal defense weapon. It's not really technically an SMG. It's more of a personal defense weapon, or a PDW. But technically that wouldn't have a whole lot of recoil to it. Again, depends on your setup on the gun and all that shit. Depends on who's shooting it. Like a big chunky motherfucker like Tachanka, if he shot a P90, I seriously doubt he'd have too much struggle keeping that thing down, on target. Versus like the AK-74U, which that's still 7.62, so that is an SMG firing a full-on fucking rifle cartridge.
Bro.
That bitch is still gonna have some fucking recoil, and it's even gonna be worse recoil because it's got a shorter fucking barrel. So there's a lot more power behind that and a lot less weight. Because you gotta think too, when it comes to guns, the heavier the gun, sometimes the heavier the gun, the less recoil, because it kind of compensates for that. So if you have a heavier rifle, with a bigger round, it's not going to be as recoil is not going to be as bad, And there are some guns like the which is weird one, the I think it's AN-94. It's that weird AK looking gun. Like the
KN
barrel actually like bounced.
The
Yeah, the AN-90
KN-44.
something.
You sure?
No, it's not KN. It's AN. No, it's AN-90 something.
Shit,
But
I
the
thought we were still
barrel
talking
actually
about
legit
Call of Duty.
bounces back. Now, I don't think this gun was in COD. This gun was in Battlefield 4. But if you look at how the barrel fires, like the barrel actually bounces back. It's got a moving barrel, so it's very interesting. It's a very weird. So the gun world is weird. The gun world is extremely weird with a lot of its guns. I mean, hell, the Unica, which is a revolver. I think it's a French. Well, that's probably Italian. But the Unica, it's like your typical revolver, but the barrels, instead of it firing out of the top cylinder, it fires out of the fucking bottom. So, don't ask me how the hammer setup works. I have no fucking clue. If you ever played Destiny, if you've ever looked at the hand cannons, the revolvers in that game, instead of the barrel being on the very top of the gun, it's actually in the center, in the middle, and the bottom. So instead of it firing out the top cylinder of the actual, where the rounds are held, it's actually firing out the fucking bottom one. So that's a fucking weird one. And you have that, was it the Mars? And if anyone's ever played Battlefield 1, that weird ass Mars pistol, that son of a bitch, apparently it was a bit like people were scared to shoot that gun. That gun has an interesting history behind it. Because people were actually afraid to shoot when they went to go test that for military testing. The guys legit said, "I don't want to fire this. This is not fun. This thing fucking terrifies me. I don't want to shoot this pistol." It had such violent recoil and just the way the gun moved when it goes to the chamber of the next round. And the funny thing is, I don't think it was even that big of a pistol cartridge either. It was just, that was back when semi-auto pistols were still being experimented on.
Dude, fucking the pistol was fucking crazy when even the military personnel.
Military don't want to fuck with it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of your guns are like civilian made by civilian companies, and the military just goes and tests them. Like, for example, recently I was, if you watch the Mike Birdfire guys, their Fallout, one of their gun nuts, he was talking about the history of, there was actually a gun that was actually the U.S. military almost adopted. Well, they didn't. They considered it, to be fair. This was like not too long after the Garand had went through its military trials. I think it's the Pearson, the Patson, or it's something like that. But the military was like, sure, I guess we'll test it, we'll look at it, and it functions somewhat similar to the Garand, but they had already chosen the Garand, so like, okay, we're just going to stick with the Garand because we've already done this, and you kind of a little bit too late to the game here. But I mean, the Garand's a phenomenal fucking weapon system. It's a fantastic one for the time it came out in. Honestly, it was kind of hard to beat its fucking system in general. I mean, it was so great that the carbine, all they just did was just added a fucking magazine at the bottom instead of a where it just injects the fucking the classic. But no, there's a lot of funky and weird military stories with a lot of the guns they come out with, like because you've probably played CS:GO, the AWP.
Oh god.
Have you heard the story behind the actual real gun of that gun? The real story behind that gun of how it was adopted by the military? It was made by 3 guys in a shed.
Yeah. Dude, there's some wacky ass shit.
Yeah.
That's just some fucking what you call it? Oh fuck, what's the name of that fucking game? Where they fucking go up to it's like where they get random shit and just stick it together with like duct tape and shit.
I mean, sounds like the 40K it works.
Literally, there's a game where you grab parts and you. Oh yeah, Dead Rising.
Oh, Dead Rising. Yeah,
it's like that,
it took me a minute.
Fucking like they just grab random shit and just mush it together with duct tape and everything. And they're like, bam, gun.
Hell, I mean, if you want to talk about that, like there was a dude, I think his name is Ludi or some shit like that. But this dude legit wrote a book on how to machine an actual submachine gun, like from just random shit laying around any kind of part shop, or not part shop, but like, you know, your regular manufacturing plant or some shit like that. Anything with a drill. If you own a drill press, you can make a looting machine gun. It's not hard, and it's just random bits of metal that's laying around. You can make the shit up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not getting. Brandon Herrera made a fucking video off this gun, and he made his version of the Ludi machine gun. And this is not a submachine gun either. This is a full-on automatic. So this is old school automatic. Like, this thing legit functions like the old school grease gun, like the I think it's the M8. I think it's what it's called. Or no, it's just, you know, the grease gun.
Mm-hmm.
But this thing legit functions just like that. The only thing that's wrong with this thing is it doesn't have any rifling, so that bullet's just gonna go wherever. It's not gonna you're not gonna have long range of it. But that's not the point of this rifle. The point of this rifle is it's cheap. It's easy to put together. Or this pistol, it's easy to put together. And honestly, you're probably just gonna use it to kill whoever and grab their weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole design behind this the reason why this guy wrote this book is because when London did their thing to take away guns, because their so-called gun control is why I'm again try not to get too political on this, but you know, I'm a firm believer in gun control. No matter what kind of gun control you have, it's not going to fucking work because anyone can manufacture a gun out of anything. We've seen it in fucking Japan with that assassination attempt over there, and they have really strict gun laws. Some motherfucker made a double-barrel shotgun out of just random shit.
I believe it.
No matter what you do, you're not going to control these motherfuckers. I mean, it's not hard to produce a firearm. It's easy. And this guy, I think his name is Thomas Ludi or some shit like that. I forget his actual name. But he wrote a book proving that anyone could easily go, any like engineer or anyone who knows their way around a fucking tool bench could easily make a firearm and use it. It's not that hard. So, and not to mention, you got the black market too, where people buy shit. So again, gun control laws are just, they're not helping those who actually want to defend themselves the proper illegal way. They're only benefiting those who want to do shit the illegal way.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, not everyone deserves a gun. Not everyone needs to have one. That's also another thing that's true. There are a lot of individuals who don't really need to have a firearm. And that's why you do need to have some level of gun control. But hey, if a motherfucker wants one bad enough, he's gonna fucking get it no matter what. But, alright, what's another topic we should talk about? Let's see here. Because, I mean, I could go on about the Star Wars Outlaw game. That's been fucking phenomenal with how that's been doing. Have you seen any of that?
Yeah, I believe we actually talked about this other week. We
talked about it. We didn't talk about it. It's finally released. It's finally released, and it's the gameplay has come out on the release. And yeah, it's as bad as everyone thought it would be. Yeah, the gameplay is a lot worse. I don't know what gameplay you've seen of it, but holy fuck, this game is bad. Like, dude, what was it? There's footage. Even Asmongold was reacting to this shit, where a dude legit walked up to a group of stormtroopers. Like, I want to say there's at least 5 or 6 of them. Assassinates one guy in front of all of them, and none of them even see her.
Damn.
The AI just doesn't recognize that she just killed one of them in front of them. Fucking Black Flag had better AI than this piece of shit game. And how old is Black Flag?
Damn.
Like, holy fuck.
Black Flag came out in 2010, right?
Somewhere around that time, yeah. Hell, Skyrim has better stealth mechanics than this piece of shit.
Wind Waker has
dude,
so many
it's
better.
Crazy.
Like, you know, Zelda the Wind Waker, that shit has better stealth mechanics from what it sounds like.
Dude, this game is awful. And don't even try to go near water from what I've seen, because water, it just bugs the fuck out. This game is buggier than a fucking Bethesda game. That's saying something. And again, from what I've seen of the story in this game, it's shit. It honestly, again, it just makes no fucking sense, because so the story of this Outlaws game is supposed to be taking place between when... Oh yeah, apparently Jabba's a good guy in this game too.
Mm-hmm.
That don't make no fucking sense. Isn't this some intergalactic crime lord? Why are you trying to make a hero out of this? He's legit a giant crime lord slug. Why are you trying to make a hero out of that? I don't understand what it is with Lucasfilm and just wanting to make heroes out of some of the most deranged and evil people. I don't understand that. I think that speaks more volumes about them than anything else. But anyway, no, the timeline of this game takes place between after Empire Strikes Back and before you Return of the Jedi. So this is when Han Solo is in Carbonite. So Han, and throughout the entire time, he's frozen on Jabba's wall this entire game.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when apparently Jabba's running off and doing fucking shit. But you also, if you remember this time, Leia's trying to fucking get Han back. So you're telling me that they struggled, Leia and Luke and Lando struggled to get into Jabba's palace when he's not even fucking there to get Han back?
I don't even know, dude.
But they managed to get him back when he's in his fucking palace? Good God. I swear, every time they touch more shit, it just ruins what they have even more. Like, every time they advance anything, or make a story in anything, it just makes it even worse and makes even less sense. Now, granted, they have made some good stories. Like, some of the Vader comics were really good. Again, that's comics, though. That's not any of the big shit. And I guess, yeah, the Jedi Survivor games were pretty decent. But again, I have a big problem with the Jedi Survivor games as well. How many fucking Order 66 survivors were there now? Because apparently that was a huge fucking failure. Seriously, how many people have survived fucking Order 66 at this point through Disney Star Wars? I know. It's like, and what gets me, if they would make these Jedi who survived Order 66, like Cal Kestis is surviving Order 66, I have no problem with. You want to know why? It's because he wasn't at the Jedi Temple. He wasn't there when shit went down. See, and they've had several characters from the Jedi Temple fucking survive Order 66. That shouldn't be the fucking case. Everyone who was at the Jedi Temple should have fucking died, because that just makes Anakin look more like a bitch. Because he didn't kill them all. I mean, this is him when he's, like, pissed off the most. Like, his rage, his soul is there. So, you're just ruining that entire temple scene from Revenge of the Sith. Every time you have another one come back, it's like, oh, here's another survivor. It's just fucking stupid. And even in the Disney comics, throughout the Vader comics, this motherfucker killed a lot of people. Like, he hunted, like, after he was encased in a suit. First thing he did was go Jedi hunting. So for at least, I want to say at least for the first 2 years, that's all he was doing, was hunting down Jedi and killing them. And then the Emperor finally went to him and was like, hey, I need you to actually do Empire stuff. You need to fucking quit hunting down Jedi. You're kind of costing us a lot of shit by doing this. The other day, you brought down a whole fucking 2 Star Destroyers just to kill one fucking Jedi. Calm your tits and go do some Empire stuff. I mean, there's several comic series where the Emperor would legit get on to Vader and say, hey, fuck off from hunting Jedi for a little bit. You need to focus on the Empire. So, and this motherfucker was determined to kill. That's another reason why I hate the Kenobi show, because that makes no sense. I mean, think about it. This is a man who, once he saw a Jedi, he didn't stop until, even if the Emperor told him no, he didn't stop until that Jedi was dead. And he sees Kenobi in the Kenobi series, and then all of a sudden after that, he just gives up on Kenobi. That makes no fucking sense. He would be hunting this man down until he found him. That's another reason why I hate the Kenobi show, because it does not make sense. It ruins Vader's character.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way in hell. If Vader knew, that's why in New Hope, once he senses Kenobi, he's like, he is alive. It took him a second to even recognize that was his master. He knew it was, he knew it was his master, but he's like, is that my master? Because this motherfucker should have been dead. Because he hasn't sensed him in like fucking forever. That's the Kenobi show. That's why I hate it, because it just makes no sense. Because if Vader ever saw him, that's the thing. Vader never saw him after, everyone cut off his legs. Never saw him after that, because if he did, he'd never stop hunting him down. So that whole fight on that one planet, is stupid as hell because Vader would have never quit. And during that time, that was during the time of Vader's crusades, Jedi Crusades. That was during that time. So it still, again, it makes no fucking sense. This is why I say Lucasfilm has, like, no continuity at all. They don't give two fucks about continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Because none of it makes any goddamn sense. I mean, you have a character who's, like, take it like, you've seen Berserk, right? You know what
Yeah.
Berserk is.
My brother
It's like if
watches
Guts saw Griffith, and then just
it. Mhm.
fucked off after a little fight and goes, okay, I don't care anymore. That's
Mhm.
not gonna happen like that at all. That motherfucker is gonna see a little image of it and he's just gonna keep hunting him down and he's not gonna stop. Because once he gets sight of him, he sees his target and he's gonna fucking go for it. It's just so fucking stupid. But, and there's a lot of the other shit. That's another thing too with the Outlaws. Apparently did some of the shit that Fallout 4 did and a couple other games did, where like, or no, Destiny. So with Destiny when it originally released, have you ever heard the story of how they did that? Like, because you know Destiny is like, you know, the big MMO. There's like multiple different like DLCs to Destiny, like different like campaigns or some shit as the year goes on. Well, in Destiny 1, all of that should have been year one, like day one content. Like none of that should have been like that should have been all within a full game. Because honestly, when the Destiny game first came out, you could legit beat it within like less than 6 hours. And people's like, huh, this game feels really short. Hell, the Taken King DLC came out like a year later after release. Maybe it was 2 years after release. And people were able to break into that DLC and knew it was coming within like a little bit after launch. Because they were already breaking into the area. So what had happened is Bungie went and they had the full game, but they just broke it up into multiple sections so that way they could sell it off later. That's what they kind of did. Apparently this Outlaw game is doing the same thing because there's like a whole like Jabba section to the game that you can get. It's a part of a DLC. Apparently that wasn't originally supposed to be DLC. That's actually the game. That's a part of the game. So we're still getting game companies now that is just chopping up bits of full campaign and just selling it off as DLC.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 kind of did this a little bit too because, you know, Far Harbor and Nuka World were not supposed to be, like that was all supposed to be part of the full game, and they just cut it up into DLC. Partially because it wasn't finished, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But, still, because there were supposed to be other, like, Fallout was supposed to have I don't know if you probably haven't seen it, but Fallout 4, they had another DLC they entirely scrapped. They were supposed to be like they're gonna again like take a page from BioShock's book. They're supposed to be like a whole underwater, like they even had like an underwater power armor. Like it kind of had like a BioShock theme to it almost. But they were gonna do some shit like that where there was underwater enemies and all this other shit. Because, I mean, you could go underwater with the power armor and you can go under there and explore. And there is a perk that you can get where it's infinite breathing underwater. Like, you don't run out of breath. Or no, you don't get rads. I don't know if it's breathing. It might be breathing. I have to go back and explore Fallout 4 and see. Make sure I'm right. But there is a perk that you get where it eliminates you getting rads from walking in the water. Because in the other previous games, you know, you get it in certain bodies of water, if you touch it, you're going to get fucking irradiated.
Mm-hmm.
But with this perk, I think it's called the Aqua Boy perk or some shit like that. Once you get it, you don't suffer from radiation once you get into bodies of water. So it was supposed to be for that DLC, but they cut it. So that was one that we never got. I mean, mods brought it back. Well, not the DLC, but the underwater power armor. They did bring that back. But I mean, hell, even Far Harbor even featured an entire like old-fashioned dive suit, like the 10 dive suits, that classic like Scooby-Doo villain dive suit. They even had armor in there that was legit that full suit. So that was one DLC they never did. That was supposed to be like their DLC. That one was, yes. But instead they just cut up Far Harbor, Nuka World, and just made those DLCs instead. And same with the Automatron. Cause hell, even the Automatron, like that doesn't even feel like a fucking DLC. That feels like a side quest. And to be fair, it is. It's a very small side quest. It was shit that was already in the game where you could like build your own robot companion. Instead of having Codsworth, your Mr. Handy there, you could legit build your own fucking robot. Which, that companion was very limited and kind of sucked compared to Codsworth, but hey, at least it's something. I can build my fucking Deathbot or Dickbot 3.0 if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
But, and seems like games are starting to try to do more shit like that, where they just cut up parts of the actual original game and just claim that as DLC, which is entirely fucking lazy and just shitty in general. But, which I mean, it's already insane now because what's the new price tag for brand new video games coming out now? It's like $70 fucking, which that's already fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like me now, like I keep looking at Space Marine 2. I'm wanting to buy it, but I'm like, fuck that $70 price tag. I'm just gonna wait till it comes on sale for like 40 and then buy it. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 60 was already a little bit pricey, but now 70. Yeah, that's a bit much.
Yeah. Same with the PS5 Pro, man. Fucking $700. I know we've already mentioned it a few times, but that's bad shit crazy.
It's just too much for a console. Honestly, I think we're at the point where, because I've talked about this with previous friends too, where consoles are going to keep getting bigger and bigger to the point to where, I get it, consoles are plug and play, where they're like actually no, consoles ain't even plug and play anymore. See, that's the thing. They're getting to the point, so far to the point where they're getting away from plug and play. And you know, when I say plug and play, I mean like you just plug it into the wall, pop a disc in, you play right then and there. Instead of where PC, you have to build your PC, then you have to download the game, and then you have to, you know, make sure your game's running, functioning, all that shit well, like everything's installed correctly. I mean, hell, PlayStation, all this other, and like the new Xbox, you're already having to start slowly having to do shit like that now. So at this point, we're getting close to the point to where, what's the point even buying a PC now? I mean, and people can't say, well, oh, I can still use a control. I mean, you know, I don't like keyboard and mouse. Well, you can use a controller on most PC games. I mean, you may have to do some configuration, but you can do it. And keyboard and mouse isn't that fucking hard. I have to sit down and force myself to learn how to do keyboard and mouse, but it's not that fucking hard.
Yeah.
And hell, and what's crazy is you have console players who are using keyboard and mouse because how fucking overpowered it is in some games. So, well, I don't know. I think consoles are getting too big to where the point they're losing the whole function of plug and play. Where it is to the point to where it's like, well, what's the point now? I'm just gonna go buy me a fucking PC because I can play so much more games with a PC.
Yeah, why?
And I actually keep these fucking games.
And plus, you can get like
Why even
ROMs
bother?
and shit too.
Yeah, you can play old games too. Yeah.
Right
Which
now,
is, you know, I'm a pirating point. Hey, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to pirate, but you know, there's a bunch of old games out there.
Man, I'd be pirating
Trying
everything.
to play it.
Like, I started my pirating career like not too long ago, as a matter of fact, and something I guess I'm gonna reveal in this stream. I have been looking for a ROM for Spyro and other Spyro games, so I can play OG Spyro games at the highest frame rate and the highest graphic possible. And on top of that, I have also started putting into the work on getting Dolphin for Wind Waker and stuff like that, so I could replay the Wind Waker with high definition. Because Nintendo the reason why I'm doing this is because Nintendo will not do it themselves. It is clear as day that they will not do it, and they're gonna charge me like $70-80 for that shit. Nah, I'm keeping my money. I know where my money is useful at. You know, I love Nintendo and I love the games that they make, but I mean,
yeah, I mean, for example, like for me, because I've never actually like played the old school like Pokemon Coliseum games. I mean, one of them I did manage to buy, but like, okay, Pokemon Coliseum, if you want like the original games, like for back in the GameCube, bro, they're like almost $150 fucking to get a decent copy. Like that shit's insane. Like I mean, I get it. It's a classic game, and honestly, it should be like that because it's the original. But like, for some fucking reason, Nintendo just refuses to even acknowledge that game even fucking exists. they don't for some reason. I guess because it was a darker setting in the Pokemon franchise. But I mean, in my opinion, there's been darker Pokemon games out there. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just because it just has like not. I wouldn't say it's got a grittier tone. I wouldn't say it's dark. Pokemon Coliseum, but there have been some Pokemon games that actually do cover death. I mean, for God's sakes, Diamond and Pearl legit had Jesus and fucking the devil in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you legit made the devil an actual fucking Pokemon. I don't know how darker you can get. And that was in Legends of Arceus too, where you had to fight the fucking devil, and he's a bitch in that boss fight. Fuck him. But no, it's just I don't understand why they're so determined on not to remake a lot of these old games, or not just remake, just fucking put them on the newer consoles. It's not that hard. Honestly, it's just really not that hard, and I guarantee you they will fucking sell like Pokemon Coliseum. That motherfucker, I know it will sell. I mean, if people's willing to pay $150 for it just to fucking play it on an old console, like I was. I mean, and the other one, it actually costs more. Coliseum XD, which is, from most people, say is the better one. I'm willing to say the XD does have a lot more. They fixed a lot of in that one, but honestly, I like the first one, the style of it a little bit better. Like, your character looked a lot cooler in the first game compared to XD, where you're just like a kid. In the actual XD, you're like a full-on fucking teenager, and you just have like a cooler character design in general. Because the Snag'em machine in the first game is like this sick-looking. You look like an actual fucking criminal. To be fair, you are kind of.
Which Pokemon game is this?
Just type in Pokemon Coliseum, you'll see it.
Oh, Coliseum,
And,
yeah, okay. I know which one you're talking about. I played it, and I got my ass kicked in it. I haven't touched
it's a hard game, I will say, because Coliseum is a different game, because... but here's also the good thing about Coliseum. It takes a lot of Pokemon that were usually considered pretty bad, and they're actually pretty decent, and here's why. Because there's legit only 50 different Pokemon, like 50 obtainable Pokemon in this game. And the ones that you have... The ones that were looking terrible before suddenly start to look pretty good because they're some of your only factions. Like, there's legit only one ghost type throughout this entire game of the first Coliseum game. Take a good guess at which it is. There's legit only one ghost type. It's Miss Magius.
What?
It's not the Ghastly line. It's legit Miss Magius.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah, again, like I said, it's like lesser known Pokemon are like the most ones. I mean, of course, you do have you do start off with some pretty decent ones. Also, you start off really fucking strong in this game, too. You start off immediately at level 30. No, is it level 20, I think. Is she level 20 or level 30? You don't start off at level 1 like you do in XD. XD, you start off at level 1. You start off at level either 20 or 30. Actually, no, I think you start off at level 26. Because I think Espeon is at like 25 or 26, and Umbreon is there's the two you start with. Because in this entire game is nothing but double battles, which is what I like. Because I feel like double battles are more challenging than single battles. Single battles can be a little bit easier if you already know your opponent's layout. They're their Pokemon of choice. Double battles makes it a little bit more difficult because instead of just matching your opponent's elemental weakness and just throwing that at them. Instead, you now have two, which makes it a little bit more challenging. So, the game is very tough, and I think actually to beat Coliseum, I think you actually beat the game at like level 80 instead of like beating it at 50 like most Pokemon games. Like, to get to the end game, you usually like finish at like level 49 or 50 or somewhere around there. So it's usually I finished at. But this game, no, you're gonna beat this game at like level 80 or 90. You're gonna get pretty fucking high up with your Pokemon levels. So, it's like I said, it's just more interesting. Same with the XD. XD, I don't think you finished that game at 50 either. I think you finished that game at like late too. It's even harder. Plus, someone made a fan ROM, like pretty much a remake of Coliseum, which makes it even harder. And they added the fairy typing, which I don't personally like the fairy typing. I think it's kind of stupid because some of the typing, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like how fucking poison type is effective against fairy typing, but dark type isn't. That doesn't make no fucking sense at all. But because fairy, I guess, is supposed to be like, because psychic was usually looked at as like the light's like the good side, the light. you know, because you have dark type, and technically your light side was supposed to be like psychic. So now they have fairy. So now that's now that's the new light. But like dark type is ineffective against fairy type, which makes no sense. Because usually they'd be both effective against each other if you're gonna do like light versus darkness, because they would both technically cancel each other out. But that's just their typing, and it's just weird. I don't like the newer typing ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot stranger. Also, I don't think bug is effective against psychic anymore, like they used to be. I don't know. It's just weird now. But no, it's there's like a lot of shit they should Nintendo really should be getting onto, which they should be doing, especially with like a lot of these older games. We've talked about that in the previous podcast too. Like they should not remake, but just throw a lot of these old games on there and just sell them. That honestly, that's the best way to defeat piracy. Is legit the best way to defeat piracy. Throw your fucking games on there. Have a team to make all these games and put them on there and actually sell them on a decent price. One, you make profit. Two, you defeat piracy. It's that easy. I mean, the anime industry's gonna have a hard time with that because they're never gonna defeat piracy. They're just not. Because like not everybody wants to pay for a fucking streaming service. I mean, that's fine. I mean, a Nintendo game, you find more people willing to pay for a Nintendo game than you will fucking buy anime, because also anime fans are used to getting their shit free.
Yeah.
Or getting it at a low price. Yeah. So, because I mean, most of your anime fans, they know how to use a computer, so they're just gonna go to some fucking piracy site and just go watch their shit there. So, yeah, they honestly don't give two fucks. Most of your actual like big anime fans, they're just gonna do that shit. They're not gonna actually like. They'd rather spend that money instead of on the show, spending on the merchandise from the show, like buying the figures or buying the posters or some other shit like that. They'd rather spend their money on that. But it's just, I don't know. There's just a bunch of dumb ways they could do it. They just don't. And it's honestly a missed opportunity, because I feel like that's why a lot of these old games just die off. It's because, you know, nobody plays them. I look at Jak and Daxter, and I guarantee there's a whole generation that don't even know who the fuck that is. I mean, Crash Bandicoot, when that fucking came back, a lot of people, I want to say that probably would have did better if they would have just continued to make, like, you know, every 5 years make another Crash Bandicoot game, or every 6 years make a smaller. Don't even matter.
Just get a dedicated team who really cares about the property, but they won't.
And it'll fucking sell. That's the thing. I mean, look at Mario. Mario makes fucking money, and they make it. How long between each Mario game they make? It's like probably what,
6,
4 or
7
5 years. Like probably not even that.
Like a
mainline.
We're talking like mainline. It's about.
Yeah, mainline is probably like every 6 or 5 years, somewhere between there.
Yeah, because last one that came out before Mario Wonder was Mario Odyssey, and that came out when Switch came out.
I was about to say, what was the difference between, or what was the year gap between Mario World and Mario, the one that came after World?
64.
Mario Galaxy.
What?
Or Mario Galaxy, another one. It's Mario Galaxy, not Mario World. I'm thinking it was Mario Galaxy. I'm thinking. Wasn't there like another Mario? Wasn't there like 2 Mario Galaxies?
Yeah, and that was about like Mario Galaxy came out in like 2006, and Mario Galaxy 2 came out in like 2012. So about a 2 year or 6 year gap, 6, 7 years.
6 year gap, yeah. Yeah, because I remember for the longest time I had no fucking clue who Rosalina was until I played the fucking what was it, the Smash, because I had no idea who the fuck she was until I fucking, because I first saw her in Smash, because I've never given 2 fucks about Mario. Never really cared. I don't care for platformers. It's not my thing. But it's just, man, I don't understand why they do a lot of the shit they do. I don't understand why they, I mean, hell, like Zelda, a lot of their older games, I mean, they bitch about all the time how people's, you know, stealing or pirating a lot of the older games. Just fucking put them on the new console. I mean, hell, when the new Switch comes, put them on there. Hell, they already got that thing where, like, it's you pay for that service to go play the older consoles or games or whatever, like Donkey Kong Country and all the other shit. Fucking do that. Like, it's not a fucking hard combat. It's not a hard system to figure out. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But then again, I'm not some of these super old fucking, you know, executives in these fucking boardroom meetings making all these decisions, so. Because I honestly, I would be telling them to do this shit because I guarantee they make more money doing that. If that's what it is, if it's about money, fuck, you'll make more money if you put all this shit on there. I mean, hell. Honestly, you'd make more money actually selling these games than putting them on a fucking subscription service. I still don't understand how fucking Game Pass makes any money. I still cannot wrap my head around how that works. I have no idea. Because honestly, if you were to ask me whether or not Halo Infinite was a solid game, if it sold well, honestly, I don't think it did, because I think most of its player base came off of just fucking, Game Pass. And like, what, you pay $15, you got it for a full month, you can play the game for a full month, and that's it, just done. And that's enough to play the game enough, and like, not a lot of people give a shit about the fucking PvP, because it kind of sucked.
Yeah.
So, play a little bit, you're done with it, boom, fucking never touch it again.
Crazy, man.
Until something interesting comes out. Yeah, that's what I like, because there's talk about a new Gears of War coming out, and I guarantee you they're just going to slap it on the Game Pass, and I honestly don't know how that Game Pass makes money for these big game studios. I don't know how it makes money for them. I don't think it does. It would not surprise me if they come out and goes, yeah, we've been in debt for a while, this Game Pass isn't working out. It would not fucking surprise me. Because, I mean, I understand Game Pass for maybe, like, the indie titles, like the smaller games. But, like, for the big games, this is, because, like, even PlayStation, like Sony, they don't put their, like, when The Last of Us Part 2 came out, like that remake of the fucking Last of Us 2, they didn't put that on fucking, what was their version of Game Pass? It's like, it's PlayStation something. But anyway, they didn't put it on there for, if you pay for that subscription service, you don't get it for free for that little bit. No, they fucking sold the game full price. I just don't understand how Microsoft's making any money off of any of that shit. It don't make any sense to me. But again, Microsoft is doing something smarter than fucking both Nintendo and PlayStation both combined. They're actually selling all of their old like Xbox One. I mean, not Xbox, but the original Xbox 360 games. They're selling a bunch of those on there. Like it's called Black. It's like a really old first-person shooter. That was on the original Xbox. You can go fucking buy that. It's actually a really solid game. It's pretty fun. Hell, you could go play the 360 version of both Fallout 3 and New Vegas, which still played just fine. Honestly, I'd rather you play, if you're gonna play Fallout honestly, if you're not gonna play them on PC 3 and New Vegas, you should probably go play those on the 360 version, because the PS3 version, I don't know what was wrong with the Sony version at that time, but I do remember hearing people having more crashes and more bugs happen on the PlayStation 3 version than on the Xbox version. I don't know why that's the case, but apparently it was. I guess the PlayStation 3 just does not like the Fallout games. But it's not just Fallout either, it's the old Oblivion game too. It didn't like Oblivion either. So it's just something with the Bethesda engine that system did not like it. And that's another thing too. You can go play fucking Morrowind, that old game. That's an old Elder Scrolls game on the Xbox One right now, and that's an old 360 game. That's a really old fucking game.
Like ancient.
I mean, that's close to it, yeah. I don't remember when Oblivion came out, but like if you look at how you play that game, yeah, it's like it doesn't even have voice acting in it. It's just like legit, you read the text. It's that type of old-fashioned RPG. So it's old-fashioned. Like Oblivion has voice acting in it. Because I'm pretty sure you've heard the voice line, Bajazura, Bajazura, Bajazura. That's from Oblivion. Fucking Morrowind, as far as I know, doesn't have any voice line dialogue at all. I think the opening credits might have some, but that's about it. But now Morrowind does have the better, it did have the better environment though, because a lot of people said that Morrowind was its environment was a lot better, its atmosphere was a lot better than Oblivion's, because Oblivion was just like classic medieval, just looked like a medieval setting. Skyrim, I mean, of course that one's fucking awesome as hell, because you got that Viking setting. And you do go back to Morrowind too in that game too, in one of the DLCs. Now, if you're gonna do DLCs, fucking Skyrim, so you should do it. I mean, but no, I just don't understand why they won't do this more. I mean, to be fair, Xbox doesn't sell all their games either. They don't sell all the old games. I think there's a few on there that you can't go back and play either, like from the old original Xbox game. You can't go back and buy the original, you know, for the original Xbox, the original Halo Master. I mean, the Halo Halo Combat Evolved, because of course they want you to buy the Master Chief Collection. And hey, be a good time to buy the Master Chief Collection because they've worked out most of the bugs. Most of the bugs. And it's actually not too bad. So if you still like fucking Halo and you still want to relive the old glory days, Master Chief Collection is where it's at. And they've actually kind of fixed it on PC, so it's not as bad. Because when I don't know if you've ever watched this, but when it first released on the PC, good God, was it a buggy fucking mess, dude. It was bad. Like, whoo, it was so bad when it released on the PC.
I believe it.
It was atrocious. It was, dude. People thought hated 343 for the Halo 5 release, man, people really hated it for the PC release of the Master Chief Collection. That was a god-awful launch. Oh. Yeah, you can tell 343 really doesn't like the PC. They really hate working for that. Trying to put that game on the PC. They really did not like it. I don't know why, because you could do a lot more shit on the PC, but I'm not gonna question that one.
Well, I think this is a good time to go ahead and end the stream. We've got about 2.5 hours. Yeah, we're running out of topics, and it's already 1:30 in the morning for us.
Oh shit, yeah, and our viewer count's probably nothing.
Yeah, everyone's asleep. No one's awake right now. So.
Well, there's like the bigger streams are going right now because it's Saturday night. So.
Yeah.
Like, because you got some of the real bigger streamers going. But yeah, we can go end it. For those who are probably listening after we've already ended. But yeah, no, he's got my link below. Obviously, I don't have nothing yet. Eventually, down the line, I will have stuff on there. I am going to try to do some stuff. I am trying to get me a decent PC, so it will take time. I'll probably upload a little bit more than this motherfucker because he don't like to upload.
Well, I'm busy all the time. Like I said.
No, I know. I'm just giving you shit, but no, me, I'm actually going to attempt to do this YouTube thing because it's piqued my interest a lot. So I'm going to attempt it.
It's a good hobby to have.
I mean, you've been on here a lot longer than I have. I haven't. Like, I'm just getting a taste of it. So, you know, I've gotten that. You know, once you first start doing shit, you're like getting excited and you're wanting to post more.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. And once I actually have a setup and actually learn how to do it, it'll probably take me a month or two to figure it out. I mean, hell, within the next month, I might actually have me a decent PC. We'll see how things go. Yeah, because then me and you can start doing playthroughs, and I will be forcing you to do playthroughs with me of games. So yeah, no, look forward to that because that's gonna be fun. Because I already got a list of games. Me and you's already gonna fucking play Ark. Me and you, I'm pulling you into that fucking hellhole.
And if you're
going,
pulling,
I mean, if I had to,
if you're pulling me through Ark, then I'm gonna have to pull you through like Minecraft.
Oh yeah, dear God, I'm already not looking forward to that. No, Minecraft's gonna be a tough one for me because I haven't played that game in like, well, I've played it, but like, I haven't like seriously sat down and played it in so fucking long.
Yeah.
I think the last time I actually sat down and played it, the actual serious thing I did was just build a giant fucking dick church, and that was it.
Of course.
That was pretty much it. Yeah, that was the last thing I fucking did. While my buddy was over there building the fucking UNSC Infinity to my left, I just said, fuck this, I'm just gonna make a fucking church, a stone church, and make it look like a giant penis. Because I'm fucking bored.
Exactly. Well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end this. Y'all have an amazing night, and we will talk to y'all